Well, like I said in the press conference, you can see it begins at home. And we believe that every Nigerian is accountable to a local government. You are accountable to a kingship. Even if you're not from the kingship lineage, you have a king that rules over your region. So we have come to the birthplace of Ilerioluwa Aloba, aka Mohbad. We have come to the fatherland of Mohbad. We have come to report some of the family nuances from Joseph Aloba, the father of Mohbad, the family of Mohbad, the mother of Mohbad, the wife or alleged wife of Mohbad. As Nigerians, they are accountable to their traditional rulers. So we have taken it upon ourselves to come and engage the traditional ruler, the Majesty King of Ikere, to speak to the son of the soil, Joseph Aloba, to call him to order on some of the behaviors that we see that may be bringing shame to the land of Ikere in Ekiti. So we believe the traditional ruler will call their son to order on points. The burial of Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad is justice for all. So that is why we traveled all the way from Lagos with journalists all over the world. We came to this kingdom, and we're happy that the king received us with open arms.
Thank you. I mean, for the
Yoruba. Okay.
Sorry. So why is your God? Clearly, the explanation here to see olùkà to make correct. So kí ni àwọn ìbéèrè yín nípa àti wípé ìgbẹ́jọ́ òdodo wà lọ́rọ̀ yìí?
Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀yin tèmi. Orúkọ mi ni Lárí Ọmọdíà. Èmi ni ọ̀gá iléeṣẹ́ Love JR Foundation. Ìyẹn Lárí Ọmọdíà Foundation for Justice. Èmi dẹ̀ ni olórí iléeṣẹ́ African Television tó wà ní Europe. Now, nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ni pé à ń gbèjà àwọn èèyàn ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìdájọ́ òdodo. Now, a ti wá sí ìlú Ìkẹrẹ, a wá bá ọba ìlú Ìkẹrẹ ìtorí pé kí ni ibi tí bàbá Mohbad ti wá nì. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ yí pé gbogbo wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí Yorùbá tá a jẹ́, bá jẹ́ mílíọ̀nìà o, bójá láta ni wá o, bójá oníṣẹ́ bíríkìlà ni wá o, ó ní ìlú tá ti wá. Ìlú tá dẹ̀ ti wá, à ní fẹ́ borúkọ ìlú yẹn jẹ́. À ń láti hùwà ìdodo sódà a máa gbórúkọ ìlú wa ga. So a ti wá fẹjọ́ sùn ní ọ̀dọ̀ Aláàfin Ọ̀gọ̀ǹgà ní ìlú Ìkẹrẹ. A wá fẹjọ́ sùn ní pé gbogbo yàmàyàmà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad kí wọ́n bá wa dá sí. Wọ́n bá wa dá sí, kán pe bàbá Mohbad pé kí ló dé tí ò ṣe tí ì sin ọmọ ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tán ti gba gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe ìyẹ̀wò lọ́dọ̀ wọn ìjọba ti ṣe tiwọn, bàbá Mohbad ti ṣe tiẹ̀. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe lọ sin Mohbad kó lọ sinmi? Kán máa gbé bọ̀ níkẹrẹ gan, yẹn gan ló yẹ kí n sọ fún ọba tí mi ò rántí sọ fún wọn. Kán gbé ọmọ yẹn wá, kán wá sin kó sinmi, kí òkú ẹ̀ sinmi. Ìgbà kan là ń jà pé kán máa tí ì sí torí pé a fẹ́ kí wọ́n gba àwọn nǹkan tó máa yẹ̀wò lára ẹ̀ tó máa fi ṣe ìyẹ̀wò yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbà, ìyẹn ti lọ. So a ti ní pé kí ìyẹ̀wò ti ọmọ Liam, ọmọ tó ń jẹ́ Liam, tí wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ Mohbad ni kì í ṣe ọmọ Mohbad. A ti sọ fún wọn báyìí pé kí wọ́n bá wa dá sí, kí wọ́n rí pé bàbá Mohbad ohunkóhun tóun àti Wùnmí ń ṣe kán pé adájọ́ Èkó ti sọ fún wọn pé kán lọ ṣe ìyẹ̀wò, wọn ò dẹ̀ lọ ṣe. So a fẹ́ kí ọba ìlú yìí kó pe bàbá Mohbad wá sílé, kán wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé kí ló dé tí ẹ̀ ṣe tí ì ṣe ìyẹ̀wò ọmọ ẹ̀ bóyá ọmọ ìlú yìí ni Liam. A fẹ́ kọ́ bá mọ̀ bóyá ọmọ ìlú yìí ni Liam, tó bá ń ṣe ọmọ ìlú yìí kọ́ bá mọ̀ pé wọn ò lè gbé ọmọ àlè wá sí ìlú wọn. Then a tún ti sọ fún wọn báyìí pé kí wọ́n pe Inspector General of Police yẹn ọ̀gá pátápátá àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní Naija. Wọ́n bá wa dá sí lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba pé kí ni Inspector General of Police ń ṣe, kí Inspector General of Police wọ́n fún wọn ní report tó máa fi mọ ibi tọ́wọ̀n ìjọba bọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ dé tó yí pé kí ni ọ̀wọ́n ènìyàn kan ń sọ kátàkátà kìtìkìtì lọ́tún lọ́sì wọ́n purọ́ mọ́ ọlọ́pàá ń purọ́ mẹ́nìkan wọ́n purọ́ mọ́ bàbá Mohbad wọ́n purọ́ mọ́ Wùnmí kí wọ́n sọ fún ọlọ́pàá kan jáde kan fún ọba ní òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad so nǹkan tá a bá wá ní àwọn àtàjẹ̀ wá gbogbo ẹ̀yin journalist tẹ wá láti Nàìjà ta lo 7 hours ta fi débi àwọn tó ń wá láti ìlú mi gbogbo wọn lájọ wá síbí so a fẹ́ kí gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà à ń láti rí ìdájọ́ lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad àdẹ ní sinmi níbi o ẹ ṣé. I need to talk to the TikTokers too. Let's see. Are you live?
Yes, we are live. African TV.
We're waiting for refreshment. And then the question: are we live?
Yes, we are live. African TV.
Going to press
and, we have African TV. If you can hear me, hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, please let African TV help us to find out in Ekiti land, do we have how many obas do we have in the land? We want to know how many obas that we have in the land. They can find out for us because we understand from Muiwa that there are 2 obas in the land that they should go to one, that they should not have in the previous engagement.
Yes,
so if African can help us ask maybe from the chiefs or whoever, how many obas we have in Ekiti.
Okay, Chairman.
Yes, African TV.
Chairman.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. In the past, Muiwa.
We can do the press conference now if you guys have any question, so that we don't delay. But I've sent for drinks, so we can have something to snack on.
Okay, African TV, can you hear me?
Okay, Chairman, your question is correct. Chairman, your question is correct. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay,
there are actually 2 kings.
Okay.
Sorry, thank you, Dad. I will go and there. Chairman, somebody is playing in the background.
No, not from here.
Earpiece. Hello?
We can hear
Chairman.
you. We can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, let me answer you. Slow down. There is an echo, there is a delay, and there is a noise from your side. There is a noise from your side, there's a delay from your side. So calm down, because you're making me scream as well here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can hear me. Go ahead. You can hear you. Go ahead.
There are 2 kings in the land. Yes, there are 2 kings in the land. But this is the king responsible for Baba Mohbad. It's not recognized. Listen, guys. Correction. There is only one king. Correction. There's only one king. There's only one recognized king. There's only one recognized king. And that's where we are. Even in one law. Man, come do okay, and you could pull our drinks now. We're not at this sorrow. Just give him the money for drinks. Mama,
that's also food that you like, Mr. Coco.
Okay, so sorry. Your question. Let's take the question, guys. People asking me question here, so social media, you guys hold on. TVC. I'm not going to call names because you just raise your hand, ask your question, and we deal with it one-on-one. So you guys can listen into their questions and their answer, please.
That's fine.
Ẹ̀kọ́ ra kan tútù fún òun tán bí ta máa mú ẹjọ́ nínú àgbá ẹ̀dìtì kó tó tutù ẹjọ́. Ẹ̀dùn gbogbo owó yẹn ní tó bá dé tó bá kù àtúntún lórí sí.
Are we?
I'm ready. You guys speak. You were working late so that we can capture everything.
Your address, yes.
Jerry.
Huh? I said what you read there is self-explanatory. But in part of that, I want to ask one of you. So the first question is.
I'm listening to you, sir.
Philip, bring Jerry up. Let me go down. Bring Jerry up.
Okay. Very good question. It's a long story, but I'll tell you. First, I left Nigeria September 21, 1986. I've been living abroad for the better part of my life. Now, I understand the way of abroad and I understand the way of Nigeria. And I've seen the development and I've seen the justice and fairness and equity and also the abuse in abroad. So with my experience as a diasporan, I feel that at this age, in my retirement period, the best thing I can leave as a legacy is to make sure that there is a justice reform in my country. You can see what's going on in America now. People being deported, people being kicked out after 20, 30 years. It's an injustice. When you claim that a baby born in America is no longer an American, it's an injustice. So I'm not saying that America or Europe is a better place. I had to bring that for you to understand that they are better in justice and equity. They also have their faults, but we have more faults. We have a long way to go to clean up our judicial system. So for me, as a Nigerian, the best thing I can leave for Nigeria is to make sure that we reform the justice system. The injustice, the abuse of power, the audacity and impunity in Nigeria is too prominent, is too visible that you can almost hold it. You can grab the injustice of Nigeria in your hand because every day somebody is being abused, every day somebody is getting killed, every day somebody is being forced, compelled to bribe. You know, you're in your right, but you have to bribe because you don't want to be delayed. You're in your right, you even have to beg because somebody knows a DPO or a senior person. So we need to let the government know that the police needs to be reformed. Now, this is not saying that the police is bad. What it really means is that we, the people, we have to police the police. We have to tell the police, you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my uncle, you're my son, you gotta do the right thing. So that is why we're involved. And look at Mohbad, a young upcoming star. Do you want to go to the DNA factor? Because DNA is also part of this Mohbad case. How many married women in Nigeria are sleeping with other men? Billions. Promiscuity is prominent in Nigeria. Housewives sleeping with young boys, sleeping with megad. And any of these instances can lead to murder. The wife of Mohbad has been accused of promiscuity. The wife of Mohbad has been accused of knowing what killed her husband. So we are interested in cleaning up the reputation of the Nigerian woman. We are fighting for DNA to be done. We are bringing a policy to Nigeria, we're lobbying for the law that every baby born in Nigeria, before you know your father's name, your father must know if you are his blood. Any man in Nigeria, before you give a child your name, before they issue a birth certificate, you must have a DNA certificate. This will help our young girls, upcoming wives, to behave. The fear of DNA would bring a cleaner marriage. Because when you know your husband is going to find out if this baby belongs to him, and he can find out for free, because we're going to offer it free. We're going to make it something accessible, where you can do a DNA for your son, your girl, before you give that baby your name. So these are the reasons why I'm involved in this case. And if you want to ask me, I've seen stories on TV. Children growing up 17, 20 years come to find out that the father is not the father. You can reference Oriyomi in Nigeria. And I can reference you to a million other TV shows in America and Europe. But nobody is talking about this. So this Wunmi case, DNA center in Nigeria. A police report, but there are stories that actually comes out and vindicates the police in that case. The police is vindicated based on what's going on, that the man took the body there and certain things happened and the man took the body out. So until you engage the police yourself, you cannot say it's their fault. So that's my position. Next question.
Well, let me just ask you. You spoke about justice reform. And my question would be, what kind of suggestions to ensure we have a better justice system in Nigeria?
Okay, I'm not clear. Repeat that.
You spoke about justice reform.
Yes.
You returned to Nigeria to work on justice reform for our country. What are your suggestions to ensure that we have a reformed justice system in this country?
Suggestion number one.
Camera.
Thank you. Suggestion number one. Inspector General of Police, Attorney General of the Nation, you must send every Nigerian, and I repeat, every Nigerian from the age of 7 to the age of 70, send them to a class for 4 weeks, a moral turpitude class. Then when they graduate from that class, they must have like your NIN or BVN certificate or number that shows that I am a Nigerian. I have been to a class. I've been taught the consequences of immorality. I understand for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. When you take somebody to a class, you make them understand the consequences of stealing, the consequences of price gouging, the consequences of price control, the consequences of bribery. When you teach every Nigerian this thing from 7 years to 70 years, if you don't have that license, you can't be on the street, you can't shop, you can't bank. We need to rebrand the name, the brain Nigeria. Every Nigerian is like a virus brain that needs to be cleaned up. When you clean it up and you begin to give them very strict laws, because if you've been to that class and you come out and you're doing something wrong, when they send you to the gallows, you can't say, oh, it was the devil that made me do it, because you've been told. That is the first recommendation. Every Nigerian, from the fuel station girl who's pumping your fuel and asking you anything for the girl, anything for the boy, and especially the police. You must do this to the police force, and then you police the police. Just having the police on the street is not good enough. You police the police, and I like what the police has been doing when they derank corrupt or bad behavior. I like that. We need more of that. We need stricter rules like that. So those are my immediate recommendations, subject to sitting in a committee. I think if you even work on that alone, you would have changed the brain and the perception of most Nigerians.
Jerry mute.
That's it. And we will go.
MC Jerry.
Or you can continue. You can continue. You can continue. If you have any question, please do ask. If you have any question, ask.
Sweet sensation. Your base there's a guy that looks like him.
Please, if you have any question, please ask question.
Just like you.
Panelists can ask questions.
Yeah. Yes, you can ask question, ma'am.
Mr. Jerry. Okay, we the panelists can ask questions. Okay.
Okay, Jerry, before you started the...
Go ahead, ma. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
He was trying to explain about a king or no king, but because before time we understand that we said one particular claim should not be visited. So we really want to get clear.
Chairman, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, Chairman, can you hear me? Chairman, can you hear me?
Okay, African TV, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Don't ask that question again. We are in the palace. We cannot answer that question clearly because of conflict of interest.
Okay, help us do the investigation. That's what we need.
I already know the answer, but I cannot speak to you now.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, panelists.
Any other question?
Any question from the panelists?
All I wanted to say thank you for this brilliant and
ẹ máa drop pẹ̀lú yín chairman, ẹ continue pẹ̀lú Jerry. Ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò gbọ́? It's not coming here.
Please go ahead. Is it to you?
Richie, go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to commend African TV for this journey and for bringing us closer to the foundation line of Mobile. And at this point, I have to say thank you for the efforts and the time.
Please try and be audible, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you for African TV for this journey and for bringing us closer to the roots of Mobat and Joseph Onoba himself. I have to say thank you. And the questions and the plea you have made to the king was quite very relevant. And with this, we hope that the king will actually intercept, get involved in what needs to be done about this situation. Most especially when you actually raise the concern for the king to use his power and the authority to influence the police themselves. Thank you. Once again, continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Richie. Cross screen.
Yes, I'm here.
Crunch Queen, where are you, my sister?
I'm here. I'm good. African TV. I have a lot to say. I'll just try to be saying them as it comes to mind. Number one, we appreciate what you are doing. You know, it's so ironical that this is a palace that Baba Mohbad has not even deemed it to visit since this incident occurred. He has not deemed it to visit his own home state to see the king and make a request, official request for him to intervene on the demise of his son. And ironically, in the sense that the same person they have victimized over and over again in the person of Mr. Larry Omodia is right here at Ekiti. Still life. The same person is still here fighting, getting justice for your son, using every legal means, you know, to create awareness for Mohbad. So once again, we say thank you, Mr. Larry Omodia, for the time, for the energy, for the resources that you have put into this movement. And we also want to appreciate Supreme Iron Lady in absentia for what she's doing under G. She's doing a lot. doing a lot. So Supreme Iron Lady, we acknowledge you and we say thank you. And to all members of African TV team, we say thank you for all of you that made the trip. 7 hours is no joke. Nigeria Road for that matter. We salute you, we say thank you. And for we, the soldiers, the millions out there, burning time, energy, data, resources, I also say thank you, well done, for standing your ground, for being unmovable. Despite all the banters, despite all the insults, we say thank you for all you do. No retreat, no surrender. Mohbad will not die in vain. And for everyone involved, they will go down. We don't want to know. The Alobas family, get ready. The public is coming for you. You will go down for your complicity. For your complicity in this matter. You are not innocent. Your hands are all dirty. Your hands are soaked with blood. That is why you cannot sue one another. That is why Baba Mohbad cannot petition Iya Mohbad for all the grievous allegations Iya Mohbad has made. That is why Baba Mohbad cannot even petition Wunmi for wrongful death of Mohbad. All your hands are dirty. Your hands are filled with blood. The public is standing away from you people. You will get justice for Mohbad. I will say it over and over and over. We don't need the Alobas family. And what is happening right now at Ikere Ekiti is a testament that we don't need the Alobas family. Justice for Mohbad. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Crush Queen. Thank you for that wonderful eulogy to everyone. African TV, are you there? Can you listen to us? Phoenix? Phoenix, do you want to say something, Phoenix?
Yeah. First, let's greet the Abba and members of the royal family and his cabinet. And African television, thank you so much. You've done remarkably well. I'm very impressed. Also, I'd like to thank everyone else, like Supreme and Ada, Yummy, everyone that's fighting for justice. Everyone. Mohbad must get justice. He deserves justice. So once again, African television, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. Who is there too? Andy. Andy, can we hear you? Andy, are you able to speak? Can we hear you? Andy, Jerry, can we hear you now? Can you speak to us?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, please.
Okay, Jerry. We have another Jerry. Okay, so MC Jerry, can you bring that up to speed with what is happening live?
Yes, just now the king has finished the meeting with his chiefs, but the executives are having another meeting after meeting. We also still deliberate on this issue. But from what we've seen here today, it's 100% possible that the king is giving a cooperative attitude towards the petition brought by African Foundation for Justice Reformed. So we are hoping to see something very, very interesting to come out of this case. As you can see, the chiefs are all departing after the meeting. So they are departing. So it's a full house. All the chiefs are here present. All of them are here present. So that shows that it's a serious matter that needs serious attention.
Okay.
They were already expecting us.
Okay, speaking of which, you are in Ikere now. Is it possible the group train and visit the Mohbad Alobas? Is it something that...
Yes, we are actually, I wanted to suggest that to my boss, Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's one of the plans he has. That's why we're staying over.
Oh, that's a very good one.
That's one of the plans he has. So we're still going to be on that. Sir, they said we can visit the Aloba house.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's get to hotel first. When we settle into hotel for the evening, we can go to Aloba house and come back and show you guys what we discover.
That's it.
Good question. Thank you,
That's a very good one. Thank you, African TV. Thank you, MC Jerry. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm still with you.
Yeah, no problem. So, any from the panelists, do we have anything for Jerry? So you guys are doing a very good job. Thank you for bringing us up to speed. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jerry, for this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this wonderful trip, and we are getting close. We are getting close.
Yes.
So we'll come back to the studio. We'll come back live to the studio, live on this forum. We've just experienced a meeting. Where a petition has been submitted to the Ogoga of Ekiti. In fact, it is now disturbing to me. Andy, don't you find it so disturbing to now find out that we only have one king in Ekiti? Andy, do you want to say something about that? Don't you find that very interesting? Because now I can see that where did the two kings come from? And which king did Aloba or whatever? So, Andy, do you want to bring up to speed with that and what we have found out from the paramount ruler of Ekiti?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys. So let's move on to this press conference. Okay, let's go to this press conference.
So look at that peacock, lovely peacock.
Andy is probably away from the phone.
Wow, this is lovely peacock. Oh. I wish this peacock would spread its wing, would spread its tail, and let's see the beauty of the peacock.
It's so beautiful.
Very beautiful, especially when they do that thing, when they shake. You can always include that. So maybe you should respond to that.
Good afternoon, everyone. I take myself to the legal aspect of it. We're talking of criminal investigation and prosecution in this matter. If it is civil. Stipulated time under the law. You're right. To see. Anytime it's stumbled upon, then that's another cause of action as far as criminal prosecution is concerned. But don't forget, we can say so much. Maybe under our roofs, in our rooms, in our closets, we can talk so much. We're saying this. Court is a court of law. Court of justice according to law. The evidence presented is what the court will rely upon in resolving issues. They don't forget, as a call, clarion call to the citizen, I want to address that too as well. If you are called upon to sit up and take care of your rights, in legal magazine said equity will not need vigilance. Don't sleep over your rights. And we've done this for a long while. That we said it is a wise thing. That wise man, that wise woman who keeps quiet in the period of moral crisis, he says, what is part of the hell should be reserved for him. If we are after, if we are ancestry to any evidence, in fact, that may prove and establish a case in court, definitely we should not spare it. It's even a criminal offense to withhold evidence from court. So if someone is having a report that is withholding, all these things are in the public domain, they may not be before the court. But I can assure you, no matter how fast forcing will run, one day truth will catch up with it. Thank you so much.
Are you satisfied? All right. Next question. Okay. Speak your name, please.
My name is what I do when we were following the anniversary of President Level, we had this conversation from all federations. But it seems the efforts of this justice are presented now is being specialized or being enhanced in Lagos State. I don't know if we can do like this. Let us select each representative from north, from east, from north, from west, south, east, north, central, all regions. You understand now? Let us find a way that people from the east will go to their own national assembly. Again, state assembly from each state. From north to north, they are not clamoring for Mohbad now. They are clamoring for youth. You understand? They will write it in the language that you understand. The Yoruba people from the west will write Olola Leda. They will now take the placard in Yoruba to all state assemblies in Yoruba in west. People from the east also will take their own, similar to that. Then from north, then their government, Lagos State government will know that he has passed his boundary. When somebody can be saying, is it only Mohbad? If I want to be in that campaign, they come and arrest me. I will slap that governor, and I will go to court. I will defend him. I will defeat him. Why is that? I'm paying tax. My grandfather is paying tax. He's a cocoa merchant. You understand? He was a cocoa merchant. My father is paying tax. He was formerly a railway officer. So if governor that is collecting salary, because he's not being governor on free move, he's collecting salary. Where is he getting salary? It's not from the tax, from the VAT, from everything. Now saying that one to one, say it's only Mohbad, say Mohbad no koko makunu. So that means it's attesting that any of our brother's enemy, our son's enemy, can likewise die. You understand? So let us spread it to that, so that everybody will take part. There will be a day like that. Maybe they go to west, our own from the west. People from the north will be doing their own. People from the south will be doing our south and east will be doing their own. But they will not enhance it as if it's a Yoruba issue now. It's an issue that emanated or that comes from a youth. You understand now? The neighbors will know that it's breeze has blown and this thing has been exposed to everything fell and the thing full of any at the year. So that is what I think that we have to organize now.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please give a round of applause. First and foremost, thank you. First and foremost, we want to recall the first protest that emanated from this justice for Mohbad was widespread. It was felt in all the parts of the country and all over the world. And the funny reality is that we don't even have evidence there. We don't even have confession. We don't see something of a guilt there. The only thing we saw was bent leg. Now that we have seen Adura coming out to express itself, and the funny part is this, let's be honest with ourselves. Whether Adura
whether Damola and the Abib guy in court, they were both in the house when Mohbad passed on. If that case went on, one of them will go to prison. And now, under the Lagos State government and Lagos State Police Command, they want to settle that kind of a case. And yet, our own concern about the confession and the video will not be touched. And you want to accept that. No. And you think people in the north will accept that. And you think people in the east will accept that. Whether there is hunger, whether there is this, there is that in the country, the most important thing is that we want to live and we want to enjoy the time we have. If in our own country, the case of murder will be swept under the carpet, or we'll be getting the backing of the Nigerian police, and the government and political parties will be rushing on, then we don't have a country here. Then you and I are not safe. And that is why you need to understand that these are the basic ideology they keep in the society so that we can be perpetually exploited. That is why every day, January to December, go to major embassies, foreign embassies. Nigerians will kill in front of embassies as if there is war in Nigeria. When will that end? One case will set the record straight and will free the nation. We are no longer kids in this country. And it is time for us to understand that the power of the people is sacrosanct. We need to come together. Like I said, we're going to be given 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, and if there is no motion, there is no decisive action, then we will know and we can easily face and say to the entire Nigerian police force, for now, we have utmost respect that, maybe a section of the Nigerian police is compromised. It's possible, it can happen. But the authority of the Nigerian police, they have the ample opportunity to redeem that image now and tell those that are trying to hoodwink the Nigerian police name and integrity into this and say, don't do it. If there is anything the youth will frown against, if there is anything all the students in Nigeria will frown against, is that if the institution of the police will openly, blatantly support a murderer, there is no way that kind of police will cease to make sense even in the international community. Because all these games is becoming and it's preposterous. It's not acceptable. It's not making sense again. How can we report? I'm a citizen. How can I send with my out-end stress and money? Look at this case. Look at evidence sent to me. Details of how Mohbad died in the case we are doing. And suddenly they said, we are not going into that. To even harmonize the case become a problem. And that police station will still want to say, we are here to maintain law and order. How does that make sense? Is homicide case not part of law and order? And one will be, if we fold our hands, we need to make it straight down together. You might think it is going to be difficult for Nigerian people to revolt and demand for the right. But in this case, if I look, it's so about the right. It's about my life, the life of your son, your daughter. Your daughter will have a lover. Anybody could fall in love with anybody and say, let me go and visit in the Kaduna. Let me go and visit somewhere. Look at how parents toil and suffer on their children. And somebody will strangle that child and say, I'm angry. Without the cost to your effort on your child. That is what they want us to accept as a society. They know Mohbad was killed in that house. They know it. And at the end of the day, they want to tell the public that we are irrelevant. That the Nigerian public, we don't even matter. That our lives means nothing. That they can use the tool of government and the institution of government, and I can tell you for free, this does not represent what the president of this country, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stands for. He is a Democrat. Trust me, forget about everybody will say so many lies. Most of his political enemies, look at them, those that betrayed him, those that they are alive. He still forgive them. He has exemplified that you can disagree and then agree. If it was disagreement that happened between Mohbad and whoever took his life, why can't they spare his life? Why can't they learn from Ashwayu, from his political enemies? So what are you telling me? Nobody should use the name of a president to actually think he will support them taking the life of another person, not on their lives. So, Mr. President, it's not our intention to eat the policy. Governor Obadiah, it is not our intention to eat the policy. But if you fail to listen to the yelling of the public and you're making it look like we are stupid, we are irrelevant, and not take decisive action with this new lead within 2 weeks, we will give times 3 of answers. We will give times 3 of I will never back down. Wow. I will never back down. We are together. You also me, I will never back down. I will go straight and I will stand even if I'm standing alone. I will ensure I fight for the future of my children and the children of my other friends and the other citizens and the old ones in this society. It is time for you to understand that the public gave you the power you are using. Yes. Without the public, there is no police. Without the public, there is no smokers. Without the public, there is no governor. Without the public, there is no president. Why will you not listen to us in your basket? Why will you want to listen to criminals? And this is warning. I don't care your status or who you are. If you are part of a syndicate, aiding and abetting the person that took Mohbad's life, it is not just about taking the life. It is the images, the scenes, and the activities surrounding it that we don't want in our society. Take your hands off if you care about your hard-earned reputation. Because the moment we get to know you are involved, before you take our lives, we will end your relevance. God will come after you. When Pharaoh went after the children of Israel and vanished in the Red Sea, all of you together, including your children, will never be relevant against this country. They are not coming for you, I will come in with full force. We are not backing down. Thank you.
Right, my name is Ajam. I'm paying you for it. Mr. Yomi, the Almighty God is guide you. Bless you. You will not use your children for this thing to come. By the grace of God, we are going higher, higher, higher. Nobody will kill you. By the grace of God, Almighty. People are with you, and I'm with you too. To me, please, Mr. Yomi, I want to just give you our advice. Why can't you write a letter to your NGO, the scientific, to the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and state some things aside? Again, write another one to Governor Sanwo-Olu before that 2 weeks. When 2 weeks now end, they will know what to do. Please, that's my own advice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Give a round of applause. I want to believe that is a valid piece of advice, and I will do as you said. In the next 3 days, we will ensure that this gets to the president. Trust me, like I said, the Nigerian police at the high level, higher than the Lagos State Police Command, they are already on the matter. But of course, anything can happen. You know, we just have to continue to do what is right and continue to speak. I'm not going to be writing off the protest because that is the language most political associations, you know, political parties and government tend to listen to. And none of us will die. When we protest the first time for Mohbad, did anybody die? No. Was any public property looted? No. So why should anybody make it look like peaceful protest is not your right? Peaceful protest is fundamental human right. It is the language of the oppressed. And that is what we are suggesting. But of course, that is a valid angle to it. We're going to be writing, and we will do exactly as you said, and I will put it on my social media that I've done it. I have the number of the special advisor to the president on media, and I will try and talk to him and the other person in the presidency. The chief of staff to the president is an old student of the Golden College, which I'm also an old student, I cover. So chief of staff, if you're listening to me up I see, say. We're going to be sending him a letter. Hopefully, they will react to it before that time. But trust me, Nigerian youth, Nigerian students, National Association of Nigerian Students, this is a clarion call. It is the future and the soul of this country. It is time for us to pass the message to the government. If this is what they want to use the Nigerian police to do, but hopefully, it will prove to us that that is not the case. But we have to set a date. I'm not backing down on the 2 weeks time, but I will do exactly as you said. I want to believe within 5 days, they should be able to get the letter and respond to us, and we'll see positive reaction. So that is it, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Yes, sir. You have another question.
Where's the mic?
Where's the mic?
When you're asking questions, allow the mic to get to you before you talk so that you can be taking it properly.
Justice for mobile. Uncle me. Number one, I'm over keen iṣẹ́ takuntakun ṣe lórúkọ Jésù ayé òní and you know the iṣẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù. And the lawyers beside you, sir, I think you know to start. The Lord will back you up. Lórúkọ Jésù iṣẹ́ yẹn ò lè sún yín. So there's a question I want to ask. And each time the man the question it bothers me a lot. And it goes to what we said. Nobody's ex-girlfriend. Because me, I will not say, because nobody is late already. She's only put on Yeti, Liam, Mohbad. Yes, sir. Only put on Yeti, Liam, Mohbad. And they are not doing anything. If the wife can come out and set the son in her hand, is emergency, it was all over. If the Yeti, ìyá nǹkan kú oyin ọkọ òun kú ẹni tó ń pè ní bàbá wọn then genuinely they solve every issue. Uncle Omi, my legal daddy and co, please can you say something about that? God bless you, sir. I want to mention my name, sorry. My name is Mojola Oluwa. From God's Protection Platform on TikTok. Thank you. For that, if actually that one was said, there are some things you say that may not be taken against you. Anything, in fact, there are some actions you take that may not impute criminality on you. One of them is when you do something out of provocation. If this thing was said, may not mean possibly, I don't know at what form was that statement made. Now, excuse me, one thing we are saying, and I think it is still the same thing we are saying, this matter needs to be investigated. Investigation as it is now is still at the lowest ebb. For instance, the matter my colleague was in court for today was at the instance of the petition raising from our house. And when the petitioner, the complainant, when will he now become what are you witness? Spectator. I'm a spectator. Anyway, there is always a way around all those situations. When the chiefs are down, if my petition is not properly investigated, maybe there is a trial based on another petition, not at the instance of my petition. That my petition is kept in limbo. It is still alive. It will be later made reference to, and the petition will not die. Is that I withdraw it, or it was invalidated? That no, this petition has no name of the petition, or there is no, if that one is not done, if a wishy-washy trial is put up based on that, then we will refer back to that. Now, on that statement and many others, don't forget I said, all these things, if they are not before the court, then they are not evidence. Yet, if they are before the court, then questions will be asked. When questions are asked, decision, opinion of the court will be drawn from it. And we will know if justice has been served or not. Thank you very much.
All right. That's a very valid question. No, then we have to tell all the public offices, government office, everyone, stay in your house. We are not representing us again. Because there is no way the government and the police will be boldly telling the public that we will cover up murderers. Injustice to one is injustice to all. This case of the man is nuisance. Every parent, everybody wants to know what actually bites the man. You want us to go to bed without knowing. We want closure. It's not because that is where we're going to feed. Knowing what bites the man is already in our medulla oblongata. It's already in our it's a mental health issue. Because the picture we are seeing is still resonating. And the people in public authority are saying, go and flush your brain. We are not going to listen to you. We can't flush it. The only thing that can flush our brain on Oba's case is justice. And I don't want to believe, they're going to leave us in another house too. Because it's our country. It doesn't belong to them. They are only custodians. We are all equal. We are all citizens. So let's start with 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. where necessary. Start with daytime. When for 3 days nothing, then we start, going overnight. You understand? That's good. Thank you. But don't involve violence. When police come, it's your right to protest. And this case, you're not even going to notify police again. They don't deserve our notification again. They don't deserve it because they are the one after hours. Okay? So in this instance, we're not notifying the police again. If they do nothing, we'll take to the street without recourse to them. And if they come to chase us, we will chase them back to their stations. If necessary, we'll chase them out of their stations. Go home. If you have failed in the last case, you are failing in most of all the cases, and we can't trust you. So the best thing is to regain and return the trust back if they care so much about the institution. Do you understand? So please do not entertain fear. Do not entertain you're going to die. God has never promised anybody that you're not going to die. But what are you going to die for? Die for something. Die for something. Stand and stand for something. That is when your life and existence will make meaning. They will keep taking our lives and they will keep using the public institution to cover up such acts because they believe I want to go the value and life that you are not even promised to live forever. You are now dying in it. Don't kill me. I don't know. Who told you that even if you preserve that life, you won't? Stand for something and fight for your future. Trust me, none of us will die eventually. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. My name is Sumola Awajide, aka Olivia Loba, from Olivia Official Platform. I will be asking my question in Yoruba, and I think I want to ask the legal team. Thank you. Sir Ejo, kí ló lè fà á nírú kéèsì báyìí tí àwọn èèyàn ti pariwo síta? 15 people ló wà nínú lẹ́yìn as at the time tí kìíní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Up till this moment, up till now, none of the 15 ni wọ́n detain. Ẹ̀sà ó dẹ̀ máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a máa ń rí tó jẹ́ wípé tó bá jẹ́ bus stop lásán ni wọ́n ti kú. Even àwọn tó bá gbàgbé kọjá àwọn ará ìdí wọn máa fọ́ wọn. So lórí eléyìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ò sí kankan nu wọn tó detain láti investigate? Ṣóòfin náà ni àbí ó ní nǹkan ní sà? Thank you, sir.
Yes, in fact, he was doing a very, very commendable job. At one point, he was calling our office and he asking a lot of legal advice and then how to go about this case. Mo mọ̀ pé mátà yìí wọ́n àlẹ́ àwọn suspect wọ́n àwọn suspect kan and you know in any criminal matter there will be prime suspects. Prime suspects mean pé àwọn ilé tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ mú wọn because they are actually at the locus terminus. Ibi tí nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ gbọ̀ngàn wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ibùn kò jẹ́ bàbá yòó, kó jẹ́ ìyá yòó, kó jẹ́ àbúrò, ẹ̀gbọ́n. Tí yòó kan bá ṣàfikún gbígbọ̀n, gbogbo àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ọtí di prime suspects. Torí pé wọ́n wà níbi tí nǹkan yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Now, in criminal justice administration, ó yẹ kó mú then thorough investigation should be done. Very, very thorough. That's why in the United States of first world countries, you see a case file, once it is open, it is there for 40 years. Even so, insofar as they continue investigation, there are no the iron cast evidence to charge these people to court or to prosecute them. The case file will continue to be open. Only but when I conclude the investigation, lórí pé àwọn ti rí iron cast evidence mean pé evidence jẹ́ pé nobody can detect it. Even in court examination, whatever, court máa bí ìfọ̀ ìlú dẹ̀ máa gbà wọlé ó lè máa ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀. So eléyìí àwọn sound criminal justice administration nìyẹn. But in Nigeria, a lot of like the community has said, a lot of things interplay, compromise and all that, corruption, ó pọ̀ gan. So you cannot rule all these things, all these assets out. But where there is a sound criminal justice system, in fact, all these people will have to be investigated thoroughly and the investigation to be concluded and charged to court. Justice in this case only requires three cardinal things. One, thorough investigation. Two, arrest of suspects. Crime and other suspects. Then prosecution. Convention catalyst in justice no matter any. And the convener is very, very key in that. He's not doing it for name, shape, or popularity. He's doing it genuinely. And when we are studying him, we have seen that the person that you can work with to achieve this goal. And that is why the aim is justice. And we have written several letters, several petitions to the police, and the advice that has been given, we will also key into it. Like these people to make sure that justice is done. We're not going to be just under the carpet. This thing is just like, it will not be like a cloak in the night, which will be casted away. No. We are going to make sure that the objective is achieved and justice is done, not only for Moda, but for all and sundry. That's what we need. I don't know whether I've answered that question. In furtherance to that, except we are deceiving ourselves. In fact, I provide matters, mothers that are yet to be solved. And even by layman standard, by the roadside, you will see that this thing appears non-convoluted, it is not difficult if you look at it. If a minister of justice in a country is killed, in a country where minister of justice was killed in his bedroom, that is not in a mob action, in his bedroom, by whatever means, when there are no contacts, if rivals were used, when the rivals not licensed, you can trace. I'm sorry, this phone was stolen some days after I got it. The police in Aragon, they got this phone from me. You said, haha. And that was how everybody in my office, in my family was saying, so the police can do anything good. Honestly. And what are we talking about? If we're shying away from the realities, it's Mohbad now. Do you know how many other cases that have passed after Mohbad, before Mohbad? We are saying it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even when there are troubles in some part of the country that we are sitting down and we say, it doesn't matter, it's not here yet. But now that it's staring everybody in the face, you are sending your children out in the day, you don't know what becomes of them. You are only happy when your children return back to you at night. Is that your country? Is that your country? So I want to believe, I believe so much in the core of this organization, and that is why we are working with them. And just like we said, there may be amendments to some plans and some things. We are going to give legal advice to the organization. Like I gave one the other time. But in the meantime, why is it difficult to do the right thing? Why should I write a petition and my petition will now be subordinated into someone's? I will not be made to be a standby and onlooker in my own petition. Questions must be asked. Do you know most of the times all these things are not even in the system? There's individual actions here and there. Are we saying even there are hierarchies in the Nigerian police, for instance? If Lagos command is not doing my case very well, I can go elsewhere. Yes. I can go to the next level. I can do it and I continue to do it until justice is achieved. And I think that is what this body, this congregation is out for. We are singling Mohbad case out. We are making it a reference point, a point of contact for needless killing, needless death, needless loss of lives that we're seeing every now and then. And I believe, we strongly believe that we will get to the bottom of this. Thank you so much.
Is that any wrong point to say only in people? Sister Penny?
Good evening, Speaker.
Okay. No, yeah, one go, you're maybe well done you. Only kí n sọ fún yín wípé nígbà tí ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad Bible tó post kíní CCTV camera fídíò tó wà tí Mohbad ṣe ipò post ẹ̀ ipò ìgbésẹ̀ Wùmí jáde síta nípé kàn jọ pé kàn máa post ẹ̀ kàn máa fún ní relevant nípé because at the end of the day ó lè lọ pay for ọkọ wọn Ìpinnu ọ̀yá kílẹ̀ ní kí.
Kọ́ sọ àǹgọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ bá jẹ́ sílẹ̀.
Wọ́n ní kí n gbé fún ipá òǹgọ́.
Evidence of it. Before it happened, we said they should not play with voice notes. They should not give them no friend by relevant. Because it can favor mobile phone. They should not play it. So we want government to do something about it. That's what I'm
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that question, Madam Teddy. Like I have opined severally, as a matter of fact, when I decided to go fully into this justice for Mohbad, when I realized that almost a year plus, there is a snail process in the whole quest for justice. No evidence, and then the coroner court, the waiting for toxicology. What I deduced is that one of the reasons why the case could not go to trial was lack of key evidence and witness. And ideally, I understand that there is need for us to have a digital and video evidence. So I proceeded to the estate, Royal Pine Estate, where Mohbad actually lived, and I was able to move around, and I was lucky to move into some, facilities to get some first-hand incidents. And again, the CCTV in Mohbad's house, there was somebody in that estate who came on my live show, told me that the person that built Mohbad's house, the same developer built their own houses, or the majority of the houses in that axis in the estate, that they have CCTV installation. And it turns out to be true eventually, though they were able to threaten the person severally that she backed off from our claims. But before she would back off, she told me Mohbad belonged to the WhatsApp of landlords on that estate. Again, when we were able to get court injunction through the police, not the Lagos State Police Command, higher police command, we were able to get access into the house, and we saw that from the experts that we took down, the CCTV experts, they confirmed that no, this is a CCTV installation. And the only reason why they could not uproot the complete cables that would transmit images was because it was conduit. Before they have to take all the wires out, it's going to take probably building or tearing the whole stuff out. So they couldn't. And that is where we were like, why didn't maybe the family and, the legal team then, the police, did they see that? It was when the police that went together, when they investigated, like, wow, what's going on? But it's still the same police. And I still believe in the Nigerian police until they prove otherwise in the next 2 weeks. So, the CCTV in Mohbad's house, it must come out. And that is one of the reasons why Madam Teddy is emphasizing that the moment Prime Boy made mention of CCTV, there was an attempt to quell it and extinguish it. Because when you're here, for almost a year, everybody just accepted that there was no CCTV. So now, the police, they will have to do everything humanly possible to ensure that the CCTV in Mohbad's house, they should dig deep, and we will be surprised, and we'll even commend them if they crack it and they eventually bring out the CCTV. They know where it is. Because in the room, there is traces of the TV, the screen, where the CCTV, projects on, and then the wires were there. Do you understand? So, part of the things we're going to be reminding the police, if they decide to look back into this case, the public is asking that they should lift the case file from the Lagos State Police Command and the higher authority take over and start afresh. Within 1 week, they will get the truth. It's no longer far-fetched. So they will look into the aspect of the CCTV. We will include it. It's possible, right? We'll include it in our concerns, and they should be able to unravel that. So,
and again, sir, there is a voice note of Mohbad and Wumi, when Mohbad was telling Wumi that he was going, I don't know if you give us access to play the voice note.
Go ahead, if you have it. And then before they play that, there is a missing pause. If anybody see a pause, maybe it falls off or something, please kindly bring it to the front or raise it up. Since I don't worry. As you pause, Hello. Oh yeah,
You can't talk. Where's my other phone? Where's my phone now? Talk now. Where's my other phone? Yes, let's open the phone. Let's prepare the phone. Where's my other phone? Where's my old WhatsApp? You said this in my plans with me and you and me. Why would the WhatsApp message lost? Where's my life? Where's everything? You want to get in the elephant post and that? So where's that? You don't have to tell us about it. I'm do my post conversation with the web post that. Maybe it's not on WhatsApp. They'll share this in. They'll share this in my cloud, please. We are not feeling okay. My life is feeling I swear to my Lord, I want to feel you one hospital. I want to feel you don't know anything. I swear you don't know anything. I swear to my Lord. Me, I want to have gone to the end of my life.
No, there is another voice. Me, but we recorded. There is one for me. Ibi tí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. No, Mohbad fúnra rẹ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀. Mohbad ni ẹ fẹ́ wá jàn mí mọ́lé ni àbí? Ẹ fẹ́ wá pa mí mọ́lé. Tẹ́ bá pa mí mọ́lé, ẹ lè pa ẹbí mi. Ẹ fẹ́ wá jàn mí mọ́lé.
Not this one.
Why is the episode she meant that?
My dear forever. My regret life is my life will be a fool. Only will be a man worrying. Oh, no, come you are to family one night and I to my bed, she as in jail. It's really about the champagne one night and I swear to my one night I will never be shaken. I will go quest. If I see after so many days, I will basically look at me. I hear them by say, where should you put it? Don't worry now. Don't worry. Get shot by me. What's about playing? Go buy it, pata. You wish I would buy you.
So he actually said it.
Mohbad mentioned in your phone, which is Ayan. Only you are Ayan. The other Ayan, we don't back in the air everywhere. We don't shake camera pay, but the Ayan, you understand what only when it happened to me, you have to see what I do money. Only if anything happened to me. Oh, sincere. Responsible, which is for me, and my job. And I am honestly, and
What happened?
I'm just going, please don't help me, I don't want to die. Help me, please don't help me. Oh, yeah, what's your bad guy? I don't want to die. It's quite sad. He actually fought for his life. But the only thing is that we, the public, if every other people attached to him failed him, just the way you will not want the public to fail your child, just the way you will not want the public to fail you, if you go on NYC in a strange land, in a community that you're not used to, you have to stand up and let your voice be heard. If we as a society collectively keep this as our collective policy and way of life, this country will get better. We won't need to be looking for visas because we want to go and start. We would be so contented with our country. It is one, I don't know who is trying to make this country not working. We should check our homes. Parents should pay less attention to things that are not relevant. They should pay attention to raising children. Social media is grooming children now. We need to give time for our children and work. We need to start engaging and raising children the right way to understand that you need to be looking for things that will be of communal benefit. We should stop our selfish aggrandizement. Everything is about ourselves. You go to church, you go to mosque, you go to shrines about you. We should start thinking about Nigeria. Nigeria is the ultimate that we have. If we take care of Nigeria, it will take care of all of us. And that is why we must stand up. In the next 2 weeks, we must be able to pass the right message on key things that concerns all of us. Taking people's life is all of us business. And how life will be preserved, value for human lives is our business. Mubarak's life was taken without dignity and because to what he has as a dream. And that could be a gift you want to pass to another person, including your child. You coming up and standing up in the next 2 weeks will put a stop to it. It will be reduced to the barest minimum. Because we have to be united in one voice and say, this can never be we and what representatives of the nation. It's quite sad. You know, those voice notes is making me get weaker. But it will look like Mubarak just died last week. Exactly. Trust me, I know the government, they will dare us. They will say nothing will happen. They will make attempts. They will start with the persecution and lies. They will do it. But I am telling you, don't back down. I am already sacrificing myself, whatever the life they should do with me. The public, you made me. You gave me the name I have. I want to give back to the public. And if whatever is going to be coming to me is persecution, attacks, lies, I will take it on your behalf. But please, don't let it go down the drain without you fighting. You must never, this is your country. The public will never go down. Fight on and ensure that justice is served. Let this case stand as a study case that will represent us all over the world, that we as a nation, we value human lives and we will never allow any public institution to throw the path of criminality so blatantly. This one is too glaring. They think we are slaves. They think if they are in government position or public institution, the rest of the citizens, we are irrelevant. They believe we are raised with fear. Please, homes, parents, raise children with the ability to express themselves. Stop using torture as a means of correcting children at home. It is adding to the fear those people in government are using as a return back to us. The next generation needs to be grateful to us. Let us do all we can to alleviate the present problem so that we can have a better country. Want to take probably one, how many more questions so that we can...
My last question.
How many questions do we need?
Okay. My last question.
Have you asked question before?
Yeah, I was the one that actually finished.
Okay, no ask question.
Yeah.
Okay, ask your question then. Probably we take one more then we'll round up. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Leo Kindami. Is a senator at Break the Silent Foundation, TikTok, and also from Olori platform. Yeah, my question goes to the chambers about the petition being written and showing the witness, I mean the complainant the witness. Sir, is there any way the complainant can go directly to the station and make a proper complaint about it, since they are not responding to the petition? Thank you.
Thank you, madam. We have to correct certain things. Complainant normally should be a witness. In a criminal matter, the state prosecutes or state apparatus, whether the public prosecution department of the state or the police or any of the agencies like EFCC, ICPC, and Co. So you that wrote petition, that is the complainant, this person stole my money, will be used as a witness to the state. And what you will be saying is proving the complicity. The complicity of the person. No, there's a petition against someone. So I that wrote the petition will be used as the state witness to prove the guilt of that person. Because it's me that wrote the petition, it's me that the thing happened to. So if someone else is now replaced, if someone else is used in my place, then that's no longer my petition that is being attended to. So we don't know this. But in all that we said today, we need. In fact, there is urgency now for us to compile all these things. You may be surprised. All these things may not be at the domain of the police. It may not be with them. Let it get to them officially now. And that is what our office is going to embark upon any time from now. We are going to compile all the evidence, all these things. We are not saying they did it, but let it be investigated. Is there any complicity in this? Let's see. It's not for us to say, okay, this person did this, but he said this, he acted this way. Let's see, is there a way it links with the commission of the crime being investigated? So we are going to do that. We are going to put all these things in one box, and we will now follow it up.
Thank you, sir.
I have somebody from the United States of America. Madam Rose. Oshun. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I can hear you.
Okay, go on with your question now. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You can tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I won't want to say my name. I won't want to say my name on the air, okay? This is Oshun, okay?
Calling from where?
I'm calling from the United States. Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm calling from the United States. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for your justice is over. The guidelines and conference, everything that was just
Can you guys hear?
Yeah, my question. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, go ahead.
We can hear you. Okay. I'm going to direct my question. I'm going to direct my question to the attorney's case, if they don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
On the 12th, when Mohamed's dad got to Mohamed's house, after he found his son under the staircase, where they laid his dead body. He found his son under the staircase, where they laid his dead body. He asked Darosha, Darosha called the police. They took the dead body to the station to Baba. When they got to the station, Baba asked for the report. They asked him to write a statement. He told them that he would dictate for them because he can compose himself to write. When the man was done to at the end of the day, they denied to give him the report. They said they would. Now this is my question. It's for the barrister. Can you just let us know? Is it in the Nigerian constitution that somebody recruited into a station? It's okay for them to send this person with the dead body when they're supposed to detain them, question them, do an investigation, find out what happens to the person that died, what killed this person. They do not do that. So is it in the Nigerian constitution to send somebody away with a dead body?
Okay. All right.
The station needs to be investigated. The station needs to be investigated.
Okay. Let the barrister respond.
I think the
Okay, are you okay now? Sorry, question. Okay, hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, introduce yourself and then ask your question.
This is Joker from. I want to direct my question to the legal representative secretary. There was a video that we established that Mohbad died on Monday, 11th. There was an interview between one of those interviews, I don't know if you remember the name, but the guy that Mohbad did medicine after death with Zoro. He had an interview where he confirmed twice that Mohbad died on the 11th of September. My question is there a way that the legal team can file a petition or lawsuit of conspiracy and abetment and claim the family concerning the actual date that Mohbad died? That is my question.
You get that question? Okay, thank you. They will respond to that. Just continue to monitor on TikTok. We have two questions and don't let us overbody them. Let them answer that. Then we'll take. I think that will be all for now. Then.
Yeah, that will be all.
Two questions. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joker. Thank you. Okay, no answer with the first one.
Yes, I like the second.
But you didn't get the first one?
Yes, I think I did. Hello? So from Madam Oshun, it was asked that the day Mohbad got to his residence, he saw the dead body of the young one under the staircase. That was in the news everywhere. I think I read something like that. With that. And it was reported that he took the dead body to the police station. And that he was not attended to. I want to believe it did not happen. It never happened. Because it is the responsibility of the Nigerian police under the Police Act and all that statutes that empowers the police to investigate crime, even if frivolous. It must be investigated by air with dispatch, and they must come with the conclusion whether at times complainants at the police station may turn out to be the defendant at the end of the day. So they can only determine that after a thorough investigation has been carried out on a reported case that has criminality element within it. Let alone when invitation was made to the police and dead body was there, a coroner case, I think the police will dare not do that. Then if it happened that way, you said it, let us collate all this. Let us approach the relevant authorities, and I'm sure the case will turn around in a jiffy. I can assure you that if it really did happen, we will make sure there is no way this one can be swept under the carpet if actually it happens. You know, I keep on saying that. If it happens. That's for Mrs.
Okay. To the second question, that these prime suspects who were nailed in this. Okay. That those people who have been nailed in the circumstances surrounding the death of Mohbad and they not be prosecuted. We know that in criminal justice administration in Nigeria, it is only the police that can prosecute. And where the police refuse to prosecute, we have two legal alternatives. Yes, sir. One is to file a mandamus in court, compelling them to do that public duty of prosecution. Two, to obtain a fiat from the Attorney General to prosecute privately. In fact, that's what we have even intended to do in the case of.
I want you to repeat that. I love that one.
Yes, it is to apply to the Attorney General to give us fiat to prosecute the whole matter privately. So once that is given, we have the legal requisites to prosecute all these people who are surrounded in the circumstances surrounding the death of Mohbad. So, and these are very, very potent weapons that can be used to make sure that justice is achieved in this matter as an executive summary.
So, it shows that we are not without recourse. That we are not, we just said it, that the office will compile all this. Once we can see that we have a good case to go with, police or any other prosecuting body will not deter us from going ahead. The options are not closed of the police alone. We will go ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The voice recording.
The voice recording. Okay. Play the voice recording. Then we'll round up. Let's have oh yeah, play.
Please,
Thank you, bye.
Somebody made reference to the CCTV in the house that she lives in. She knows that there is CCTV because there was a video, correct me if I'm wrong, where Mohbad was in the kitchen and he was saying, I'm looking at you in the camera. Now somebody is now bringing to the notice of the public that there is CCTV operational in that house. Now this is the voice of Mohbad's wife telling some people that they should not give attention to that concerns around the CCTV. That it might favor Mohbad tomorrow. Maybe if the video comes out, the CCTV images come out, they will see how he was tied and everything. And she could not even hide it. Because she said they should not even talk about it because people are paying attention to those people where it is being said. And then the police, maybe they haven't seen this, yeah? Maybe they've not heard about it. I don't think the police have seen this. Worry. And I think I'm going to be ordered. Thank you. Let me cancel some angry as well. I don't even get that from my mind. You are not the people who are hating on me. That is doing other things on me. I went mad because of this issue. Now you are jealous. Everybody knows what to do bad. Good. I'm not going to you. I beg if I die like this. But don't now. What don't I beg? I never tell you. Don't worry. They never talk. Oh, yeah, my God never me up. Never. I mean, it doesn't like this. I mean, that's it. Don't let anybody know you. Don't let anybody know you now.
Oh, it is
I wanted to say this. When the wife was appealing to people there, but please don't let us give audience, don't let us give much attention, don't let us attract so much attention to this. It may favor my husband. That means all those people involved, they were doing things against the interest of Mohbad.
Yes, she knows about
Should we think like that?
Yes.
Please don't let the convener, it may favor convener. That means you are with me. You are corporate too in everything I'm planning again. Yes. Please, we will collate all this. I can assure you.
Mohbad as the manager, and we are not saying his name or her name. And also include the manager's name.
Everywhere will be touched. We can assure you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I think we all agree that we should draw the curtain on today's press conference. We have an executive summary already. And as you all are aware, we have a need to notify the governor as well as the appointed for. So, what we're going to do is let's keep close tab. Let's be resolute. We're going to be following the piece of advice to write as quickly as possible to the governor as well as the president. Silence, please. We write to the governor, we write to the president as advised. But of course, like I said earlier, we're not writing out the fact that if nothing comes up in the next 2 weeks, this is in 2 Wednesdays, we should be able to stand up together as a society. Nigerian students, the youth, lawyers, activists, everybody, let us come together
Let's come together.
It's not in the place of the politicians and the government to tell us that we will not protest. If we will not protest, it is with the public who will see reason why we should not protest. Because we don't enjoy protesting. It is our sweat and our time that we want to sacrifice. So if we don't get anything in the next 2 weeks, then probably we should know that the police and the government are in war against the people. And then we will tell them the power belongs to the people. And don't back down on that except we see positive results before them. So let's keep it close down and keep that to our hearts. So this end, I want to say thank you. We have already. Okay, voice note. You want to play voice note? Yes, sir.
Mo kẹrin pàdé ẹ lórí TikTok ó dà pé ibi tó wà ìsàlẹ̀ pápátá níbi tó wà àwọn yẹn lọ wò.
Now can come and be telling us facts. The facts are hidden before us.
Okay, ọmọ ní kí sáré gòkè wá sọ fún yín Sister Tenny.
Okay, explain that thing. And reduce volume, number one. Number two, let us know where you start so everybody will be silent. Are you ready to start? Wait now, wait. Are you ready to play? Yeah. Everybody silent. Start now. Let's hear you.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọlá ìjẹ́ tó mọ̀ nípa ìgbà tí ìgbà tí òun lọ́wọ́ máa bá mi tẹ̀lé ó jẹ́ ká ní ìsọ̀rọ̀ tó ní bí ìsọ̀pẹ́ wọ̀ ló máa yìí ní ìsọ̀pẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láyà tí a bá yóò wọ́n mi àmọ́ tí kúndé ò bá parí gbogbo rẹ̀ parí ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú ìsìn fẹ́ sọ fún ọ̀rọ̀ àtàwọn olówó àtàwọn olórí ìdúró kẹjọ kó ayíǹdọ̀tẹ́ ìjọ fọ́ọ́fọ́ ìmọ̀ mi ṣé o fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá mi bá ti sọ nípa ìrọ̀lù ṣé o mọ̀ pé ìgbà náà láti ẹ̀yìn lórí àwọn akéwì tí mo bí ẹ̀rọ àti òkè báwo ni ẹ̀rẹ́ ṣe tó báyìí. Ó mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó bí ẹ̀rọ àwọn òbí òkè kò tí ì yà nítorí àwọn òbí òkè náà sọ pé lọ́wọ́. Níbi ṣé kí ló wẹ̀ káwá náà
The point is legal counsel. If the police were telling us Mohbad was injected through a nurse, ẹjọ́ báwo ni wọ́n gúnyàn lábẹ́rẹ́ ṣe ní ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́dẹ̀? Báwo ni wọ́n gúnyàn lábẹ́rẹ́ di pé ọrùn sáré kọ́? Ètò abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn fẹ́. Ó fẹ́ ẹ̀sìn àjà lọ́dọ̀. Okay, let's hear the second one.
That's Karima confirming level source.
11 September 2023 ni Mohbad kú. Ní ìmọ̀kan tí mo sọ ìwé ló máa pàṣẹ fún mi ní ìbò dídín pẹ̀lú ẹ̀lẹ̀.
And to back this up, in different interviews, Mama Mohbad confirmed not once, not twice, with different interviewers that Mohbad died on the 11th, on Monday. She's specific, not even dates. She keeps saying, ní ọjọ́ Monday tí ọmọ mi kú yẹn. Ní ọjọ́ Monday tí Mohbad kú yẹn, more than 2-3 occasions.
And there is no way she would have mixed that Monday because she was meant to collect money on that Monday.
Even on that Monday, according to her interview, she said that she called Mohbad in the morning and he's not picking up, which is very unusual. Then she would not rest. After a while, she called Wumi and Wumi picked, confirming that Mohbad was sleeping. Then she could not even rest after the conversation. In less than an hour, she still picked the phone and called back. So we was asking, Mommy, she so you're calling and calling. She said, no, I just want to speak with Mohbad. See Mohbad about G. Then after a while again, she still called back. And we was screaming. Mohbad and all that. confirming
on
that
one day.
same Monday.
Now, let's ask ourselves, Nigerians, the people that Mohbad cares so much about, he even tattooed their names on his body. They now pick his body on Tuesday, and they were rushing it to Kuramed as if they were saving his life. Don't you think burying that kind of a young boy and assuming that kind of a person with those experiences, and then you want us as youth, we want future in this country, then we should accept that having seen the truth after assuming the body, because we have police that are not ready to stand by the truth and justice, then we should go and return the body back into it without the justice for the person. Why did we assume in the first place? This might bring something terrible to the society if we fail to act as people. Mohbad is your brother. He is a Nigerian. You are a Nigerian. Soldiers, they fight for Nigerians. Nigerian soldiers, they fight for Nigerians at war. Nigerian police, they protect Nigerians, not the privileged ones, not the government officials. Now it is time for them to stand by the Nigerian Constitution and stand by Nigeria. And we are giving them 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Trust me. Justice was served. This is not making sense. This one is demarcating Nigeria. Foreigners are interested in justice for Mohbad. What are we going to tell our children in this kind of a case? But if it is not a case that is known to the public, it's a different ballgame.
Like what?
This is already a public case.
Pass the question.
Why would they now say we'll trash it and we'll make the public irrelevant? They are targeting your essence of dignity. If you allow it, if you not allow it, we'll know in the next few weeks. But if you stand firm, you're saving your soul, you're saving the soul of your loved ones. And then we all will live and benefit from this country. So this kind, I'd like to say thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being a parent, for being Nigerian, for being a law abiding citizen. Thank you all for standing firm and volunteering. Justice for Mohbad is justice for all. And Mr. Continua. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Our executive. Thank you, our MC. Thank you, all volunteers. Thank you, our friends. You know, our rules security. Thank you for giving us security. Our friends, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you all.
Thank you.
We are friends for the Nigerian Army, everybody.
We are going to be standing by your on this.
I'm sorry,
in 2 weeks' time, if nothing is being done,
trust me, we are still marching on.
We move to the next
I want to believe this will be the last press conference before justice serve. But of course, we'll keep fighting.
Láti ẹ̀kan tí mo ti dúró tọ́rùn romi tẹ̀sẹ̀ romi tí mo kú ẹ̀rọ romi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ kúkú
Thank you all. Thank you all. Take a silent audition. Feel free to join us, volunteer.
Get Koda.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. You have his number. He said thank you, everybody. Thank you, gifters. JK International, Queen Ace. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I know you will not let me down. Thank you, Olori. Thank you, everybody. Compensate the fact ẹsẹ̀ romi ẹgbẹ́ romi tọ́jú lẹ́kì kan romi bí tí mo dúró sí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọlọ́run. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Titilayo, thank you, man. Thank you, the prince. Thank you. The prince. D_princess. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I love you more. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you all.
In 2 weeks, the top hierarchy, right from the IG, AIG, BIG, AIGs, they refuse to, attend to our plight and complain. A civil and lawful one like this, then it will conclude that the entire Nigerian police force are willing to stand behind murderers. Which, of course, we must be able to stand up and fight against as a people, because that does not represent who we are as a nation. Nowhere in the world should any police institution back murderers, especially in glaring cases like this with serious, damning, and convincing evidences. So, of course, we are going to be coming out.
This is a serious allegation against the Nigerian police force. And is there concrete evidence that indeed the Nigerian police is trying its best to subvert justice and sweep it under the carpet?
Of course, when you look at it, like I said, the arm of Nigerian police, which is the Lagos State Police Command, which is saddled with the responsibility of investigating the case because of jurisdiction, is the Lagos State Police Command. And when you look at the things that have been happening lately, particularly right from the investigation and up to this level, you will know that that is not policing. It's not, hunters will not even investigate this way, because in spite of the effort of a few to cover it up, the evidences keep coming naturally out, and it's looking like it's instigating the public to say, what is going on? Why should we be respecting this set of police if this is what they will be doing with injustice? The administration of criminal justice law will never permit that the police should cover up murderers. Now look at the case. I reported a case to the state command, the SCID. I wrote the petition there. And suddenly, somebody who actually is meant to be the suspect wrote to the commissioner of police and saying that, oh, somebody is trying to impersonate me. I don't know whether they included that aspect of, because normally if they are impersonating you, it is okay for the CP to say, what were they impersonating you with? And what is it about this video? And if it, of course, it should be able to be linked to like, oh, we're even investigating this particular case in our command. So why should somebody who was in the house with you when Mohbad died, in a case we are investigating that we're still looking for the cause of death, why should the person even think of using your handle to say this is how the person died? Somebody we have been looking for. And then why should the person say, I want to give video? How much more to even believe that there was even an impersonation? And then the next thing, this person that was meant to be a suspect, which is Abdullah Aloba, suddenly become the complainant. And my case, my petition was, was unattended to. And then by the time I got a lead and went to the police, I said, okay, harmonize the whole case and then investigate impersonation, investigate the witness accounts of how Mohbad died, investigate the video. And then they suddenly, at the same command, they said they are not going to be looking into that, the video. They are not looking even into the confession. That the only thing they want to treat is the impersonation. Trying to give a cover for Abdullah Aloba, who actually shutted me up.
Family members of the deceased have accused you of meddling, of being an interloper. And they are saying that there's a possibility that there's something sinister about your love for this case. Family members, so it's necessary that we listen to them. What do you have to say about some of these allegations?
When you are overhyping the status of family with this kind of set of people, except the father, they actually don't deserve to be called family to Mohbad. They've lost their right to be called his family. The moment they messed up with his life is after death that way. Because let's be honest with ourselves. If truly a nurse was invited to come and inject Mohbad, and he ran into an anaphylactic reaction and he died. Let's assume that is even a lie. It never happened. Let's assume that was what happened. That is not a natural death. For somebody who is being threatened for months, that is running for his life. All these people you are saying that say I have something sinister, it's because they don't want a secret to be revealed. Ask yourself the honest question. You should have asked either of them. Did you report that incident to the police? They failed to report the activities of the nurse to the police because the police were not aware. They had already been, the same family had already taken Mohbad for burial. Not as we speak now. No member of Mohbad family had reported what happened to Mohbad till he died or breathed his last. Because they've gone to bury him. Do you understand? So most certainly, those set of family does not have even the local standing. They don't have the moral right to even challenge my actions. And then at the end of the day, make it make sense. What else will I be looking for? Is Mohbad not a Nigerian? Don't have right to stand in for my fellow Nigerian. I travel abroad. For over 19 years I've been traveling abroad. Nigerians have been taking care of me, and they are not my family members. Do I hold them anything? Do they hold me anything? They are doing it because they feel we are same citizens. We are same blood. We come from the same, soils. So why should I ignore Mohbad in his own case? His spirit and body is asking for justice, and he deserves justice. It is his right. And those are not his family. I'm sorry. The only person that have a right to say I am Mohbad's family is the father.
Okay, you're accusing everybody in the family, but you're exonerating the father. Didn't the father sanction the burial that happened, that the video was everywhere of his neck being bent? Didn't the father know some of these things as at that time? Or was there a time when he felt he was jumping out of their own ship to actually fight for justice?
There are some times when you're placed with some situation. The whole stuff is evidence. He was not there when the son died. He was called in. By all means, he expects that those that witnessed it should be able to come through to him and say, this is what happened. However, he realized that virtually everybody that were present then, they were already united to keep what happened away from him. And then when you have about 16, 20 people outside you, and if you don't have evidence, if you begin to fight, you might feel like, oh, this is going to be a fight within the family. Do you understand? And the same family, they've turned against me that if you fight us, you will fail because you don't even have anything against any of us. So if you say you want to fight, you will turn to a nuisance. So best thing is accept it as an act of God, and whatever you want to do, let us go and bury him. And the man said, you know what? For whatever intent or purpose, you all does not deserve to have a role to play in his last ending. I will ensure that I continue with the love I have for my son and bury him properly. But as our tradition, forbids, there is limit to how a father will play the role in the interment of his child. At that point, they continued their hate on Mohbad. And when they were going to get him into the casket, they messed the dignity of that young man. And no human being deserves to be treated with less dignity. There is no way the father would have buried his son that way. Maybe we should take away the culture that will say parents should not take care of their loved ones, including children at burial. Because they took the boy's life, they covered it up, and the little time the father said, okay, I've taken over my son for burial. Let me go and heal my wound. But because of our tradition, people will misconstrue me. Okay, you that are younger ones, he still gave back the boy to people that know what took his life but are not ready to help the boy. Because you will realize eventually, when the truth begins to come out, you will get the clear picture of how Mohbad actually lost his life, even before these people begging that they should save him and take him to hospital. I went to the estate. Kuramed Hospital is 4 minutes away from Mohbad's house. There is a pharmacy like 40 seconds from his house. If Mohbad was truly bleeding from Ikorodu, where is the plaster that was used to stop the bleeding? And how can Mohbad, as skinny as he is, he bled from Sunday to Tuesday? Which human being will survive that? So at the end of the day, the nurse came in, and the next thing is, let me give you. So the nurse did not even make an attempt to even cover the wound because there was no wound. All these things is not going to make sense for us as a country. And the only thing you want us to do as people is to, because it's Nigeria, we always believe Nigeria represents criminality, represents evil and wicked people. Are there no good people in Nigeria? Are there no good people that will say to the bad people and wicked people, not on your life? Why must you be, shout out? So why are the wicked people not scared of the good people? Are you part of the wicked people? Did your parents raise you to be wicked? To think that few wicked people will have power over the public? No, not on their life. It's time for us to stand up. So it's not making sense. It's not just about Mohbad. Whatever we are doing will not bring him back to life. But it can save many souls, including your child, including your daughter. Look at that guy, whatever, with his girlfriend, Timilei. He didn't have recourse to the parents. How much they spent on him? Because they paid Mohbad. Did anything happen? Did anything happen? So now it's beginning to happen. Whose daughter is next? Trust me, if nothing will happen in this Mohbad's case, nothing will happen with Timilei, because he will tell you, what did you do in Mohbad's case? When the public came out, we know that they paid Mohbad. What did Nigerian police do? So the same Nigerian police are coming to say they want to arrest you because I paid somebody. Because they are making it look like you have right to violence. You have right to take somebody's life if you're angry. How are we going to have a safer society? How? How will visitors to Nigeria live peacefully here?
Last question before we go. From what you have gathered, from the reports you've had, what truly went on in that house on the 11th that some said to have been killed?
I'm not going to be speaking like I was there, and that is why I'm asking that whoever is making attempts to use the Nigerian police to cover up what will have been your eyes, my eyes, and the eyes of the judge, the public, they should take their hands off. The police should do their due diligence and get the CCTV out. From the voice that they played, you could hear that Mohbad was speaking with the ex-wife, saying, we share the same iCloud. That means with that iCloud, Wunmi is not bigger than the Constitution. Who is she? Is she bigger than the law? Who is backing up? We want names. We want the names of the people backing up for it, so that we can take the protest to them directly. And let them know that all of you are criminals for backing this. And now, if the police are not saying that they cannot have her to say, you know what, at this junction there is a court order. You need to open your iCloud that you share with your ex. We need to go into the videos. In this Adura's case, whether it is Damala's phone or Adura's phone, both phones must belong to Adura. His fingerprint is on both phones. It's quite nuisance for them to think we will fall for that gibberish. How did Adura forget to log out his TikTok? Then Damola had access to it. The only truth, another truth that is there is this, let me give you that joker now. The email that was used to send the video to me was not Adura's personal email. It's one of those con emails that they use for fraud or stuff like that, or to do whatever you want to do. So if Adura forgot to log out his email on that same phone, how did Damola now log in another Gmail on the phone that has Adura's TikTok? Are you comprehending?
Yes, sir.
How? Make it make sense. So when I went to the police, nothing was shown to me. It don't even make sense. How it was not Adura. He came to my press conference 2 weeks ago. He had every opportunity to convince the world that, Mr. Yomi, I didn't chat with you. But chatting with the chat is not even the impersonation is not even the bone of contention. Somebody is telling you how my brother ended his life. The last part of my brother. His mother, Mohbad's mom, she's not compassionate to say that. Why should Damola picture the end of Mohbad that way? They were not talking about those allegations that, he was not by domestic violence. They were not talking about the video. They didn't even bring the full video. The full video that they know does exist. What does that make to us? They want me to hold Adura by the neck and say, yeah, bring the full video. I can't do that. It is the police that will have to do it. And I wrote a petition to that. They said they are not looking into that. So I should keep quiet because I'm going to be scared of who? So if they take my son's life that way and there is a video, that is the way they will say they want to do it. I have to fight now because I don't want that to happen to my son. So if I keep praying, God forbid, they should be. They did it, similarly did it to somebody's daughter. Anybody couldn't protest. They couldn't join forces on Mohbad's case. They think I am a parent. I will be Mohbad in the Kokon. If I go to Town, see, check out the phone. When it's going to be your turn, do you want the public to stand for you again? The public says, let's stand before it gets to anybody. That is what we are saying. Do you understand? Everybody has got rights to life. And it was preserved. It is the right of every person standing beside you to do right by you, online or offline. Anger should not be an excuse. Domestic violence is a no. I have been shouting, and we all should make it as a point of a focal point. Contain your anger. Self-control is key. Somebody raised the child you want to buy. That is somebody's hope. That is somebody's last hope. If you have taken the person's life. Look at the father who was a carpenter. So what are we talking about? It's not just about Mohbad. It's not just about the father. It's about us. It's about our society. And that is why we must all rise up and stand firm and tell the police to do the needful. And they will do the needful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you, sir. God bless you. This is a brilliant. All right, thank you so much.
Tọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àbọ̀rí o.
Ó ga o. Mr. Alaki ṣe kẹ́ mọ̀ pé olóògùn Bọ́sẹ̀dé ó ti ṣe fídíò ṣá. Bọ́sẹ̀dé ti ṣe fídíò tó ń sunkún tó ń bú bàbá Mohbad tó ń bú Prime Boy láti sú obìnrin yẹn. Ó sì ń tẹnu mọ́ pé Prime Boy láti ṣe ìjà. Ó dẹ̀ ti ń dá ọkọ̀ tó láti rí.
Níbi tá a dé ìsìn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti ṣe tán níbí. So pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tá a gbọ́ látàárọ̀ bóyá kí àwọn panelists kí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. So let me mute and I will also off my video for now, sir. Thank you. God bless you. God bless everybody. Ẹ ṣé ẹ kú iṣẹ́, sir. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́, ma.
Thank you very much. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn àbọ̀rí o. Àbọ̀rẹ́ o Jésù ajíṣẹ́ tẹran wa. Àbọ̀rẹ́ o Jésù àtijíṣẹ́ tẹran wa o. Àbọ̀rẹ́ o Jésù. Ìyá ni wúrà o, ìyá ni wúrà o. Ìyá ni wúrà o, ìyá ni wúrà o. Àtijíṣẹ́ tẹran wa. Àbọ̀rẹ́ o.
Ṣé rí bùrọ́dà tí? Ṣé rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú Mohbad? Wùmí rò pa máa back down ló rò pé máa sún wa ni. Kò ní sún wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá. A ní dákẹ́, a máa ro ẹjọ́ Wùmí fún ojoojúmọ́ lọ́mọ máa fi ro ẹjọ́ Wùmí fún gbogbo àgbáyé. A rò fún oṣó, a rò fún àjẹ́, a rò fún ẹlẹ́bọ lóògùn, kò sí ẹni tà ní rò fún. A rò fún ìdí, a rò fún ọ̀pẹ, a rò fún òkúta.
Ó ti ní kí Mohbad
Kí lẹ sọ?
Ó ti gbé ìyá Mohbad jáde bí kọ́nfẹ̀sì ẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ. Ìyá Mohbad ti sunkún, ó ti kígbe Yomi, ó ti kígbe Bukky Jesse, ó ti kígbe bàbá, ó ti kígbe Prime Boy, ó ti kígbe Sam Larry. Wùmí ti gbé ìyá Mohbad jáde. Ìyá Mohbad ní Wùmí kọ́ ló pa o, ọmọ òun ni. Ó ti ṣe fídíò ìyá burúkú yẹn wọ́n ti gbé jáde. Ẹ máa láwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ fún àtúgbọ́n wọn báyìí àti sọ̀rọ̀ síta jáde.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sí àní dákẹ́, kò síbi tá àrò fún ìwé inú igbó, àrò fún ìwé ìdí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. Kò sí ẹni tá ní rojọ́ Wùmí fún títí tíjọba máa fi ṣe the next thing tó máa fi ṣe the right thing. Àní dákẹ́ láti ro ẹjọ́ Wùmí, àní dákẹ́ láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀, láti jẹ́ kí gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀ pé Wùmí ló pa Mohbad. Àní dákẹ́ o, kò sí ẹni tá ní rojọ́ Wùmí fún. Àrò fún oṣó, àrò fún àjẹ́, àrò fún ẹlẹ́bọ lóògùn, àrò fún alábọ́pá, àrò fún babaláwo, àrò fún àfà, àrò fún wòlíì, àárò ẹjọ́ Wùmí káàkiri àgbáyé àárò fún ẹja yìí àárò fún Yemọja àárò ẹjọ́ Wùmí parí.
Mo fẹ́ sáré já yín sí èmi ò kí ń gùn ké báwọn o bí Mohbad ṣe ṣe láìvù tán báyìí bí Karimo náà tún ṣe gbé wọlé nìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò mọ́.
ẹ ó dọ̀ ẹja gba prayer yẹn jọ. Hello.
Ọba kó gbàdúrà fún yín.
Àmín.
Àmín. Olórí ẹbí ẹ̀yin ṣìṣe o.
Àmín.
Ẹ̀yin ṣìwàwò. Lórí ọmọ ẹ̀yin dààmú. Lórí aya ẹ̀yin dààmú. Lórí àlàáfíà ara ìgògò ẹ̀yin dààmú. Ọ̀fọ̀ ní báyìí o. Ọwọ́ tó ní tẹ̀yìn. Tọmọtọmọ gbogbo tó ń dùn nínú yín kò ní dìbà ní tí ọmọ yín lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run tó ń bọ̀ Ọlọ́run sẹ́ráfù. Ọlọ́run tó ń jẹ́ ẹ̀yin yín má ṣe bẹ̀rù. Kò ní padà lẹ́yìn yín láéláé. Ikú ọmọ mi tọ́ sí yín. Ikú ọmọ mi tọ́ sí yín. Bí mi ṣe ń lọ ní wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́, ọ̀run ló darapọ̀ mọ́ ìrìn àjò yín. Aláàánú tí ò bá yín gbé ẹrù ògo yín, ọ̀run yóò yàn tì yín. Àánú tẹ tí ń bèrè ti pẹ́. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ti ẹ̀ lérò, nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ti tó ń sẹ́ńtẹ̀ lè sọ fún, ọ̀run yóò ràn aláàánú dìde sí yín. Ẹ ń rí mú délé o, ẹ̀ní tàdùgbò sájò àti ẹ̀yin àti gbogbo àwọn finalist yín délẹ̀ àti gbogbo àwọn tó dúró lórí justice lóòótọ́ àti ní òdodo gbogbo àdúrà fún gbogbo wọn ní káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé tó ń kó kálukú wá ẹ̀mọ́ kó wà pẹ̀lú everybody àlàáfíà náà kó tó fún wọn ayọ̀ náà kó tó fún wọn wọn ní jagun bógun náà o wá gbàdúrà fún Mr. Yomi ọ̀run kò dìrú o lórúkọ Jésù Kristi àwọn agbanipa wọn ní jìgbà pa wọn ní ìgbà pa òní rúgbò òjijì yẹn òní jagun bógun lọ ọkàn gbogbo akóbalẹ̀ Jésù Olúwa wa àmín ẹ̀lú mi kára ti sinẹ́. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi? Ṣé tí nǹkan tó ra ṣẹlẹ̀ wẹ́rẹ́ lónìí tẹ̀ rí o? Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi? Ogun máa dìde bàbá. Torí wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ ó ti fail. Wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe ó ti rẹ̀ wọ́n. Wọ́n ti wà lójú iṣẹ́ náà o ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ wọn ti fail. Bàbá ọmọkùnrin yìí máa jà sí ẹ̀ gbà mí gbọ́ mo fi pẹpẹ méje mo fi búra. Ó máa jà tó jẹ́ pé even bó jẹ́ 1 minute lókù máa gbà justice yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ sọ fẹ́ràn tó dúró ẹni kó dúró lóòótọ́ àti ní òdodo. Bàbá èyí tí wọ́n da gbogbo àwọn tó dúró lóòótọ́ àti lódodo fún justice tí wọ́n dá àwọn lédèrú tó ẹni tí gbogbo wọn ṣàkó wáyé padà. Torí pé gbogbo oníkálukú ló máa gba èrè ẹ o èyí tó bá ṣe síbẹ̀ o sí justice bọ́mọ ẹ̀ ikú ọmọdé tó sẹ́nikẹ́ni ní gbogbo wa. Àánú Ọlọ́run yóò máa bá yín pé ẹ bá mi kí gbogbo everybody o ayọ̀ mi sà ó dáhùn sà.
More anointing. Tọ́ àwọn ìyá wa nìyẹn wọ́n máa àdúrà làwọn kan máa ń ṣe fún wa.
Lọ́wọ́n agbádùrà o lọ́wọ́n agbádùrà lọ́wọ́n adúró tì yín ojú òní ti gbogbo yín o gbogbo àwọn tó dúró lótìtọ́ àtòdodo fún Mohbad ire náà máa gbé lọlé àtayọ̀.
Ẹgbẹ́ bá pa tap náà ẹ pa tap.
Mr. Latifẹ́ ṣe rí reason tí a ṣe sọ pé kí bàbá yọ ọwọ́ wọn kò nù ẹ̀ torí gbà fídíò tí ìyá Mohbad ṣe lé ní ó ní bàbá Mohbad ló fẹ́ pa ọmọ òun ó ló fẹ́ wọn mọ òun lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ó ń kígbe tótótó pé tádùúgbò bá ti kú bàbá ẹ̀ àti Yomi àti kinní kan ṣe é ti rí reason tá a ṣe ń bẹ bàbá kó yọ ọwọ́ wọn kò kọ́ ẹ̀ ká ṣe kéèsì.
Joy, G-boy.
With you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm with you, sir. Ṣẹ́rí ṣẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, sir. Ẹ má bínú ojú ọ̀nà ni mo wà mo ń lọ ní o. So mo ṣe close níbi iṣẹ́ yìí. Ọ̀rẹ́ kí náà ṣe é pọ̀ jẹ́ yìí. Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí iṣu tí Lagos State Police tó bá sọ pé àwọn ò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú kéèsì yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Yomi take petition yẹn to the IG. So IG máa mọ ìgbésẹ̀ tó máa gbé on that case. due to bí àwọn Ọ̀yọ́ state police ṣe mọ́.
Hello,
láti fẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ ètò. Ó ga èyí ga o. Mo rí inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú kan tí Yomi ṣe lé nìyẹn. Very good, it's a very big achievement. Olórí burúkú ìyá Mohbad yẹn náà lọ jáde tó sọ̀sọ̀ kó sọ. Gbogbo tó ń sọ yẹn, problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn kò fẹ́ dórí yẹn rò. Nǹkan tó síìtì tó kọ́lé lọ́wọ́ ni àwọn kan wà mẹ́tọ́ ń dà rẹ̀ tiẹ̀ lórí ìkọ́jú kó máa sọ rẹ̀. Tó ṣì ló ń ṣe. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa mú gbogbo wọn lágbára ọlọ́run ọmọ ẹ̀ máa gbàjọ́ sí. Ẹnì kan tó wọlé sí tó ń sọ pé ṣẹ́ríṣì tàbí nígbà bá ń dáwọ́ nù ẹ̀ tí a bá dáwọ́ nù ẹ̀ ṣọ́wọ́ ẹni tó kò wọlé ló bí Mohbad ni. Ní òfin sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú common sense.
No, ẹ ní sùúrù. Ẹnu ẹ̀tẹ́ bá fẹ́ correct ẹ má bùyàn ẹ̀yàn mi lápá.
Ẹni bọ̀ tó máa wo nǹkan tó máa sọ ní public. Tí bàbá dó léde pé kò sí justice mọ́.
Ìwọ̀n nǹkan tó ń sọkọ yẹn, nǹkan tó ń sọ ni pé kí bàbá wà behind, kí kéèsì wà ní public
lọ sọ. Bàbá ló máa ṣíwájú káwa tó lè tẹ̀lé.
No, títí ẹ má jà lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn because tó ẹ má jà lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn opinion tí wọ́n nìyẹn.
All right, but ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ̀sí kan fi pé ó wà normal nìyẹn tí bàbá bá lóun ṣe kéèsì mọ́ lẹ́yìn.
Báwọn ò ní kí bàbá sọ pé àwọn ò ṣe kéèsì mọ́ ẹ má capitalize nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn. Wọ́n ní kí kéèsì wà ní public bí Yomi ṣe ń ṣe in public ló impress wọn lọ́ ṣe sọ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Ìgbà tí kéèsì wà ní public látú Yomi ń sìn oye tí yàn ńlá Yomi ń fún wa lọ update and that was nǹkan tá à ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tí kéèsì bá wà lórí public ẹnìkan ló kọ̀ máa fún wa lọ update a máa follow not by age not by ipò ẹni tó ti lọ́pọlọ ni bóyá mi ṣe fún wa lọ update bó ṣe máa fún wa lọ update iṣẹ́ dẹ̀ lọ òun nìkan ó ń push iṣẹ́ lọ kí làwọn ti ṣe ẹ jọ. all right ẹ ṣe gan Yomi ló change game yìí náà. Ẹ má tó nǹkan tó ń sọ kẹ má sọ pé wọ́n sọ ń bì báyìí. Kí ló dé tí ẹ̀ ń ya fọ́tò ní ṣé ń ṣe sẹ́fì ni?
Pé àwọn tó wà lọ́wọ́ sàlẹ̀ ọba sọ pé ẹjọ́
jẹ́ kí sàgámù bíjọ jẹ́ kí sàgámù.
Wọ́n máa ṣe àdúrà ní
olórí ẹbí team with your family.
Ẹ gbọ́ wọn lẹ̀ ẹjọ́ wa sọ́ni Brixton náà. Brother ṣe pé a sọ́ni Brixton.
Ó yá ẹ ṣe tán.
Lónìí ẹ má bìí.
Ó yá ó ti yàtọ̀.
Ṣán ti yàtọ̀ ni.
Justice seekers, activists. Ó yá.
Olùyà ti yá àwa ẹni ìyà. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Ẹ ṣé, sir.
Àmì Ọlọ́run. Àyànrà ní fẹsẹ̀ sí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ọmọ wọn ò ní ṣílé, àwọn ò ní ṣọkọ fẹ́, wọn ò ní ṣayafẹ́ o.
Àmín o.
À ń ṣe fáwọn ọmọ wa ni. Because irú ilé ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ká dẹ̀ máa lanú lẹ̀ ká máa wò. And now gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ tó lọ tó bọ̀ báyìí sìn kí ló wá jálé lórí ṣáwọn ọlọ́pàá máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ báyìí ni àbí kí ni next thing kí ni next step.
Ẹ ṣàtìkọ́ tí Ayọ̀mí sọ pé after 2 weeks tí 2 weeks bá ti pé tí wọ́n bá ti ṣe anything ṣe rí ìyẹn ìjáde tó máa jáde ó máa ju ti ensars lọ times 3 bó dẹ̀ ṣe máa jẹ́ nìyẹn. Because pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó bá sọ pé àwọn ò gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ báyìí pé gbogbo ipa tí Wùmí kó lórí ikú Mohbad tó bá sọ pé àwọn ò gbọ́ wọ́n ṣàgbọ́ gbogbo fídíò tí wọ́n play lẹ́ni báyìí wọ́n ṣàgbọ́ wọ́n gbọ́ gbogbo fídíò gbogbo bí Wùmí ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n gbọ́. So àbá àdẹ ṣe máa play ẹ̀ náà ní gbogbo ìgbà nìyẹn bá máa ṣe máa play ẹ̀ ní Wùmí kékeré lèyí tó rí tí wọ́n play lẹ́ni o kékeré ní fídíò ẹ̀ tó rí tí wọ́n play lẹ́ni kékeré ni.
Dáàdì mi jungle juice ti fẹ́ mọ́ ló máa padà já sí o.
Má sọ yẹn bí báyìí má yẹ kán mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ló kù dé King White yẹn àfi bí ẹ ń pọ́n ní mọ́ mi ní olóògbé.
Mr. Latisne ẹjọ́ fídíò tí voice note ya Mohbad ó ti sọ pé ṣọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ pa àdúrà bó ṣe pa ẹjọ́ gbogbo àwọn voice note ẹ̀ ṣáà lè sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí Mr. Yomi kọ́ tún play gbogbo àwọn yẹn náà abátọ́ bá tún ṣe mí.
Àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ bá rí ẹ fọ́.
Èmi ò tiẹ̀ rí màá lọ wa bọ̀ kí wọ́n fọwọ́ dẹ̀ sí ni màá fọwọ́ dẹ̀ sí.
Ibi tí Karimo náà sọ tó sọ pé Wùmí ló bá Mohbad jà pé tí rẹ́ẹ̀lì fi bàjẹ́ so gbogbo yẹn náà fún máa padà play the next one ní next one lẹ́yìn.
àti Debbie èyí tó tún sọ wípé àwọn gbé wine àti envelope lọ fún ọlọ́pàá kan tún
lọ fún ọlọ́pàá exactly.
ṣe yẹ yín and again kan takú mọ́ Karimo ó yẹ káwọn ọlọ́pàá gbé Karimo wá sí Nàìjíríà kan question yẹn for my mind Karimo wà ń lẹ́jọ́ tí Mohbad kún tẹ́ bá rántí jọkọ̀ there's one guy tó wá sí bàdà pé DJ something bó tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ní Karimo kọ̀ tẹ́ pé ṣé o rántí pé mo wà ń lébà tí Mohbad kú ní bọ́yẹn wá keep quiet kò wá lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ṣé mo bó tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa kọ̀ tí words àwọn tó bá sọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni lady yẹn ó mọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo èyí tó ń pariwo tó wá síta yẹn ó kò wá sí mídíà kó wá mọ àṣírí ẹni kálukú kó mọ àwọn tó wà lórí justice for Mohbad so that kó lè keep orúkọ ẹni kálukú lọ́wọ́ ló ń ṣe kò wá fún justice fún Mohbad fún èmi o she's just betrayer ó mọ ohun tó ń ṣe ó yẹ kán gbé wá sí Nàìjíríà kán question ẹ̀ òun gan máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n tó bá yá.
All right. Hello
láti sinẹ́ mo rò pé ẹ kó fi fídíò bíi tí ìyá Mohbad.
Hello. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Daddy, ẹ̀ńtàtì Dẹ́bi sọ yẹn, a máa play ìyá Mohbad voice note títí Wùmí yẹn.
All right.
Wọ́n ti sọ pé má méje kó fẹ́ ọkọ̀ òun, wọ́n ti ń ja kóró rẹ̀.
All right. Bíbí Yínká.
Hello, láti sinẹ́ mo fi pé ó yẹ kó hàdí fídíò bíi tí ìyá Mohbad ti sọ wípé tó bá sọ wípé Wùmí ló pa òun agree tó bá náà ló pa òun agree bẹ́ẹ̀ mo rò pé ó yẹ kó fìyẹn náà sí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Mohbad ń kàn para lóríṣiríṣi ní bọ̀dà láti ṣe rántí pé àtìlẹ̀ Sam Larry pẹ̀lú Naira Marley ló tẹnumọ́ now ó wá tún wá dé ní ó wá di ọ̀rọ̀ Bukky Jesse pẹ̀lú Mr. Yomi ló pa mu.
Àǹtí ó dá ọkọ̀ Sam Larry náà ó dá ọkọ̀ Sam Larry ó dá ọkọ̀ Naira Marley ó níbi tó ti kú ẹ̀ sí wá nìyẹn ó tún wá dá ọkọ̀ fine boy.
máa pè ní ìyá Palamba ẹ má pè ní ìyá Mohbad mọ́ ẹ má pè ní ìyá Palamba.
again gbogbo kinní tí Yomi Fabiyi ṣe lẹ́nu there is a very great job ni wọ́n ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn mo dẹ̀ like bí wọ́n ṣe fi action sí nígbà tó dé stage kan everybody náà ní hope tèmi o èmi like ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ believe pé for now with this conference àwọn ọlọ́pàá pẹ̀lú evidence oríṣiríṣi tó ti play bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwọn ọlọ́pàá gan gbọ́dọ̀ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ right now.
All right.
Can you justice?
King Sly. Fumatic. Fumat faction.
Ẹ káàsán sá o. Èmi kàn ní question kan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ni wípé ṣebí ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì yìí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé Mohbad dead by hair infection. Ní ìsìn story tún ti change kò yé wa o.
Maybe story to tell. I'm going to story to change.
Ibi tó ti ń sọ pé mental health ọbẹ̀ market jẹ́ ibẹ̀ náà ti ọ̀dà pé ibẹ̀ náà sọ pé service to change. Ẹ mọ̀ pé different narrative ni Wùmí ti gbé jáde fún wa.
Ẹjọ́ sá reason tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé ẹjọ́ sá ẹ má bínú sá reason tí mo sọ pé story fi ti change ni pé ó yẹ káwọn ìjọba náà kàn look into it because àwọn náà gbé jáde fún wa pé Mohbad dá ẹnìkan ló bóyá Gistlover ní àti ẹ̀mọ̀ òun ló ní Mohbad dead by hair infection so ìjọba ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà nǹkan tó jẹ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn sá.
Amina. Story change.
Adúrú gbogbo narrative tó ti wá gbé fún wa ṣé ẹ ń pé story change ni.
Mr. Latisne ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn náà ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tí Yomi sọ tí mo pàdúrà ni ó náà sọ pé káwọn settle out of court tó bá jẹ́ pàdúrà ò jẹ̀bi pé nǹkan ló kọ kí ló fẹ́ settle out of court fún.
Orí ẹ̀ ò ná gbòòrò ni.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ti sọ pé àdúrà kò ní talent. Àpálámbá nìkan ló máa sọ. Àwa la pa, àpálámbá, àwa la pa.
Network ti wá dàrú báyìí. Debbie, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ni? Kí lè gbá àwọn èèyàn wọlé ẹjọ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀? Ṣàpòrí yín ò pé.
Òun yẹn jẹ́ wàá johun Lámídì o.
A lè gbéyàn wọlé mọ́. Àpálámbá, èmi ni mo pa ẹnu.
Ṣèbí orí tó máa kọ náà nìyí.
Àti sílẹ̀. Èyí ni ẹ̀wọ̀n tó wá ń bí ìṣe ń dúró tó lé nìkan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bí bàbá mi ṣe I swear to God. Sìláyé pé bí a gbọ̀ǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ kán sọ, tí wọ́n fẹ́ kó máa ń sọ gbọ̀ǹkan ló ń tẹnu mọ́lẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ then I really appreciate that. Ọlọ́run máa kí ni ọ̀làgbọ́n lọ, ọlọ́run á ṣe ní ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́run bá yín ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yín tán lágbọ́rọ̀ lọ́hùn. Ẹ̀yin náà lè fojú sí kọ́ ọmọ yín lágbọ́rọ̀ lọ́hùn bá o. Ẹni tó bá ní kẹ́ fojú sí kọ́ ọmọ yín òun ní gbogbo àṣírí ò ní bò. Àṣírí wọn máa tú lágbọ́rọ̀ lọ́hùn bá. A máa rí justice lágbọ́rọ̀ lọ́hùn bá. Lágbọ́rọ̀ torí justice for Mohbad, justice for all the lórí ṣe gan sa. Ó dà o sà.
Láti ẹ káàsán. Láti nǹkan tẹ́mi kan fẹ́ sọ ni wípé àwọn ọlọ́pàá Èkó yẹn wọ́n ní lọ́ọ̀ pé ká ní ayé ìgbà tó yẹ pé àwọn ọmọ ọ̀tá sì pọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ dáadáa tó yẹ pé ayé 2728 yẹn 2728 211 27 wọn bí wọn dá sí ṣe ní police station yẹn tó bá di lọ́wọ́ òru tó bá mú petrol tó gba ski àwọn petrol tó ti miss rárá tó lọ bá wọn dá sí gbogbo police station wọn tó bá wọn jó ná gúrúgúrú fúnra wọn náà máa gbé kèsì yẹn jáde torí ó dàbí pọ́n ya wèrè nílùú yẹn ó dàbí ó ya wèrè lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí ló ń dààmú wọn gan kàn ṣe justice fọmọ wọn dẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ́ ní àwọn ṣé ó wá le tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kẹsàn nǹkan tó pa ọmọ kẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe kéèsì kẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ ẹni tó pa ẹni tó bá pa ọmọ náà kó lọ sẹ́wọ̀n bí òde lọ sẹ́wọ̀n kó ṣe house arrest fúnra ẹ̀ àbí ewu wá ní kó máa dààmú òkú ọmọ lọ́mọ náà wọ́n á sọ òkú ọmọ lọ́mọ di bá ń ṣe ẹran ní mọ́ṣúárì ọlọ́run máa ṣèdájọ́ fún everybody ṣá kò sí problem.
Ní èèyàn mi ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tá à ń sọ. Tí mà ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ tí ọmọ máa múyàn. Díẹ̀ mà nǹkan tó máa fi lòdì sí yàn tó máa róòpù yàn. Ìgbà iná máa ní ẹ̀ńtírẹ́sì náà ọlọ́pàá ń sìn.
Ṣé àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó lè protect wa la máa threaten?
Àbí?
Láyìn ṣe ya Mohbad wọ́n threaten mi.
Àmínú ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ bá wà lókè ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ni.
Bọ́lá láti ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀lẹ̀. A kú ogun àjàbọ̀. A lè kú ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ, a kú ọ̀rọ̀ lù. Ẹ má bínú lẹ́ẹ̀kan bí tí mo wà yẹn kò ń ṣe bí tí mo ti lè sọ̀rọ̀. Mi tẹ̀ mọ̀ pẹ́lẹ́ ti gbé mi sókè bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Nípa ti conference tèmi, in fact, I was so happy. Inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú bí conference ẹ ṣe lọ. Àdúgbò fọlọ́run. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ Wùmí rí, bó jẹ́ court induction ló máa lọ gbà ní. Mi mọ bí tó fẹ́ sá lọ báyìí sìn tí ó máa fi evade the arrest because ariwo ìmí yóò rinlẹ̀ ọlọ́run àjẹjẹ kí a rí dáadáa lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ariwo ìní ìrìnlẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílé tí petition bá ti dé ibi tó yẹ kó dé wọn á kó gbogbo wọn lábẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn a máa yọ kàndánù rẹ̀ sí ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ìwọ tó mọ̀ ń pa ìwọ dúró pọlọ́pàá ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn ẹni fóònù kéèyàn jà ládùúgbò ló fẹ́ kó àwọn èèyàn tó ń ja riot tọ́lọ́pàá bá wà wọ́n máa kó gbogbo èèyàn ládùúgbò ni wọ́n máa fi mọ̀ pé ọmọ yìí ọmọ burúkú lélẹ́yìí ọmọ gidi lélẹ́yìí ọlọ́pàá ṣe máa ń rèdì nìyẹn bẹ̀gbà tó lẹ́ẹ̀tì wá délé léde tó ń yọ èèyàn kọ́lẹ̀ tó fi mọ ètò tẹ̀ sínú ibẹ̀ ó yà á lẹ́nu ní agbára tó ń lò àmọ́ àdójútó pẹ̀lú agbára ẹ̀ o gbogbo àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ tó ń lérò pé ànígbà justice tọ́ bá ń gbàdúrà pé ká má gbà lójú wọn á gbà lẹ́yìn wọn so ọlọ́run àlọ́ rẹ̀ mi wá ẹ sà ẹ ṣe gan sà.
ìyá Mohbad ṣé kí n sáré sọ̀rọ̀ máa dẹ̀ drop torí inú woman náà ń bẹ̀ mí.
ní sọ̀rọ̀ Jimmy C.
ewu lẹ́sẹ̀ Mr. Lati ẹ̀ka sàn bẹ̀ o ẹ mọ nǹkan kan tí mo kò fẹ́ trooping nínú issue yìí ni pé mo realize ọkàn tó ń fún mi ní látìgbà tí issue ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ìgbà tí bàbá Mohbad dé ilé yẹn dọ́sí mi pé òun nìkan ló débẹ̀ kò sí any evidence kankan tí bàbá yẹn lè mú tó lè rí mú nínú ilé yẹn lọ́jọ́ yẹn kí ni yóò dàrú mú mi lójú débi pé ṣe rí gbogbo nǹkan ibi tí kìíní ìdè yẹn ó dàrú gidi because ṣé bàbá yẹn ní ọjọ́ yẹn kò sí àwọn àgbàlagbà tó lè mú débẹ̀ kò sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ àdúgbò gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe mọ bíbò bá ṣe jẹ ṣó ti yé so gbogbo kìíní yẹn rí pé.
ìgbà tí wọ́n sọ fún bàbá pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n sọ fún ọ prepared báwo náà ìfẹ́ mú yàn wá.
wọ́n sọ fún bàbá wọn kàn sọ pé kí bàbá máa bọ̀ nítorí ara Mohbad ìgbà ni gbára ìyá tó máa bọ̀.
wow so definitely èyí jẹ́ ti bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀
nínú ẹ̀mọ́ gbogbo àwọn tọkàn blame bàbá tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ńgbà míì ó máa ń mú yéèyàn lọ ẹ̀kẹ́ ní mo next step láti gbé
ìgbà yẹn lọ́tún sọ pé tí bàbá máa lọ nípa ọmọ ti ya ṣe rántí.
wọ́n tún sọ fún wọn pé kó padà sí.
wọ́n sọ fún pé kó máa lọ́lé pé ara ẹ̀ ti ya kó máa lọ́lé bàbá yìí sì sì pé bí ilé lọ́lé náà. nígbà táwọn délé nígbà táwọn bọ́lẹ̀ ní ọkọ̀ ọlọ́pàá wọn pé káwọn máa bọ̀ káwọn máa lọ pé ara ẹ̀ ti ya. ẹgbẹ́ ti àwọn gbogbo kìíní yẹn.
It's a planned work, honestly.
Ìgbàlọ́wọ́ kìíní tó yẹ ṣẹlẹ̀ immediately lọ ti plan. Immediately gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú ẹ̀ ti plan. Mo wo fídíò ìyá Mohbad níbi tó ti ń ṣe interview. Tó sọ̀rọ̀ sí
ilé ẹ mọ̀ pé máa ń bí sí so mo kàn ìgbà tí mo kàn scroll through lónìí mo kàn rí kéèsì Yomi yẹn. So mo wá fi jókòó mo wá kàn.
Wọ́n sì interview ìyá Mohbad tẹ́ bá lọ wo fídíò first interview ìyá Mohbad. Sọ̀rọ̀ sí létí báyìí ni ó sọ pé tí ìfẹ́ tó bá dé
Ọ̀rọ̀lọ́tí ẹ wo WhatsApp yín kan tí mo sẹ́ndì síbẹ̀ yẹn bá mi fún Mr. Onílé pẹ̀lú Mama T.
Hello. Ẹ káàsán Lábí. Okay. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yanjú ilé iná, ẹ jẹ́ ká yanjú ilé iná. Bóyá yín, ẹ jẹ́ ká yanjú ilé iná ẹjọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni fún lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. JK, GMK. Bóyá Isaac ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Kí ló ṣe náà tí ọ̀gá wọn flag ní ẹ̀rẹ̀ bá tap flag yẹn ò ti dà kíní ẹ̀rù ẹjọ́ bá pa tap.
Àwọn mi no flag àwọn mi.
Ẹ bá pa tap. Amos àbí Amosi down.
Hello, Mr. Lati. Amos Idowu lórúkọ mi.
Yes sir.
Yeah, so ibi tí Mr. Yomi bá ṣẹ́ dé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ máa suggest ni pé gbogbo àwọn host tó bá believe lóòótọ́ pé àwọn ń jà fún justice lóòótọ́ everybody should come together and support him and do whatever that is necessary and call him to account lórí àwọn nǹkan tó lóun plan láti ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń bínú pé bóyá ó nídìí bóyá ó ń wówó ni bóyá ó ṣe kinní kan ni let me tell you tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí tó ṣe tó dẹ̀ make owó tó dolówó nídìí ẹ̀ I am telling you it's not because pé ó jà fún justice Mohbad lásán but because his gifts the gift that God has given to him is making way for him. That's what I will call it, and that is a fulfillment of even the word of God that I understand. So every host tó bá believe pé lóòótọ́ làwọn fẹ́ justice fún Mohbad làwọn dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí society wà okay right now gbogbo resources pátápátá tí Yomi bá need láti succeed that is what you people should work on together to achieve because this is exactly what is supposed to have been happening and of course gbogbo àwọn tó pe àwọn lálágbára yẹn this kind of activities is the only way to tie their hand and to make the right thing to happen in our society. That's my submission for now. Thank you.
Mr. Labia, lè ṣe anything ló náà. A ní láti yanjú ti eléyìí. A lè ṣe anything a lè kó orin méjì bọ̀nà. Ilé tó sì tẹ̀ tábà yìí lójú kan kájọ yanjú eléyìí ni.
Kò sí bọ́lá mi gbọ́.
Oya Mariam, bíkọ́ àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ látàrọ̀ tán ti sọ tẹ́ bá kàn tún gbé wa máa wà dàbátẹ̀. Wọn dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ lísìn pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn for now.
Ẹ káàsán gbolé.
Ẹ káàsán.
Bọ́dá mo ní conference yẹn mi tètè join tó ń kọjá. Mo ṣe ń dé náà ní ìsinmi dẹ̀ tún pa yamayama. Mo ní kí ni wọ́n bá court kí ni wọ́n bá bọ̀ court. Kọ́tọ̀ òṣèré court náà máa kọ́ sí conference. Mo mọ̀ bí a mọ̀ lè rẹ ní brief ni.
Yeah, bóyá kò ṣì dúró náà because ṣòfò àwọn. Bóyá kò ṣì dúró náà wà á gbọ́ lẹ́nu wọn. All right. Onílé. Tí onílé wà.
Yes sir, mo ń dáhùn sir.
Lọ́kì náà bá bọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
Kí ló bá bọ̀?
Mo ti wà ní mọ́tò, mo ti wà ní public motor.
No one knows tomorrow ti lọ ni.
Yes sir.
Oya, maybe you guys sọ̀rọ̀.
Ti court yẹn mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ó ti lọ sí court mo mọ̀ láwọn tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni tó bá wà ní wọn tó lè wá sókè kó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ti court fún wa kó jẹ́ ká mọ̀ nǹkan tó bá bọ̀.
Tí Slavisha mẹ́rin ti pa court ẹ̀yìn ò tiẹ̀ lè ráyè yẹn mà.
Mo máa tí nǹkan àbí kickbox máa mọ tó bá bọ̀.
Hello, Shewa.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé kò sí tangible thing tó ṣẹlẹ̀ náà rárá they are just being useless. Èmi náà ti ń ronú pé nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Wọ́n nígbà kan débẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà Àdàmọ́lá sọ wípé ó ń pè pẹ̀lú adájọ́ pé jẹ́ káwọn lọ fi ìletò pé òun fẹ́ withdraw wípé òun máa take apology on social media ní àdúrà pé ó ń bẹ prosecutor pé kan fún àwọn láyè láti tẹ́tù out of court. But wọ́n á ní adájọ́ lọ pé kò sí tó kàn òun pẹ̀lú yẹn wípé ìyẹn wà láàrin lọ́ọ̀yà Àdàmọ́lá lọ́ọ̀yà lọ́ọ̀yà Yomi ò sínú ìyẹn rárá. Lọ́ọ̀yà Àdàmọ́lá àti lọ́ọ̀yà àdúrà the prosecutor wọ́n lọ agree títí di on the other 19 of February the trial ẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Èké tán àti agree so trial and continue ní on the 19 of February. Ọ̀ṣun ti rí ìrànwọ́ orí títọ́ gbé báyìí wọ́n fẹ́ mú ìṣòro pé Àdàmọ́lá kò jẹ́ wọn. Àdúrà ó kú ní ìpínlẹ̀ kan tó fẹ́ ṣe. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe tó àtọ̀kọ̀.
Yomi ò gbà.
Yomi ò sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́yà Yomi nìkan ló lọ fẹ́. tó Yomi sì wá ń sọ lọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀ pé òun ò nígbà òun máa lọ sùn òun máa sùn àwọn bíbù yẹn ní àwọn ìjọba. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni.
Ẹ ṣé gan sà. Ẹ ṣé sà.
That means pé ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀?
Ọ̀yà.
That means pé ẹjọ́ tí wọ́n wà ń tọ́ ẹjọ́ tó gbé lọ kóòtù lónìí is about ẹjọ́ Dàmọ́lá àti àdúrà àyọ̀pá àdúrà lọ́nà ló kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ ẹ̀ lọ police station so wọ́n ti fọ́ competition bọ̀dá Yomi rárá nìyẹn kò sí problem tọmọdé bá gbọ́gbọ́n sísun ìyá ẹ̀ náà àgbọ̀ngbọ̀n kìíní bọ̀dá Yomi náà máa tún wá gbọ́ yẹn lọ sí court ní kí lọ́ọ̀yà bọ̀dá Yomi kó náà gbọ́ yẹn lọ sí court tí onísìnyí tí àdúrà àti Dàmọ́lá tó bá ń ṣẹjọ́ wọn pé ìyẹn kò kan bọ̀dá Yomi náà máa bá àdúrà ṣẹjọ́ ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ ti yé yín tó bá pọ́nà tó wọn fẹ́ gbé gbà nìyẹn pé ṣèbí àdúrà àti Dàmọ́lá àwọn ni wọ́n nẹjọ́ tí wọ́n gbé lọ court lẹ́nu bọ̀dá Yomi náà wá sí court since the police are not doing anything so wọn àti bọ̀dá jẹ́ wọn bọ̀dá Yomi àti àdúrà wọn àjọ máa rojọ́ kádùá máa bá Dàmọ́lá rojọ́ because they are just what I say is they are just trying to cover up their ṣẹ̀gbọ́n areas then this is not going to work kí bọ̀dá Yomi náà sún àdúrà kó di àwọn àdúrà ló send message wọn so àwọn àti Dàmọ́lá àwọn ọ̀jọ́ lẹ́jọ́ kádùá àti Dàmọ́lá kọjọ́ máa ṣẹjọ́ wọn lọ kí bọ̀dá Yomi náà máa ṣẹjọ́ títí wọn lọ that would be the best option.
nígbà tó ní káwọn lọ settle out of court ṣó ń ya wèrè ni ó ní káwọn lọ settle out of court wọ́n jẹra wọn lówó lọ ṣe fẹ́ lọ settle out of court.
wọ́n náà kọ́ tó ń ṣe.
Ṣé bọ̀dá Yomi ò lè dá sí kéèsì yẹn ni pẹ̀lú condition tó wà báyìí wíwọ́n the 19th ọlọ́fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ trial yẹn tí lọ́ọ̀yà bọ̀dá Yomi náà bá yọjú sí court nípa àwọn náà ní interest lórí kéèsì yẹn I don't know tó bá yẹ ìfọ́sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀nà di kiri kan fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ trial tí man kan sọ láìpẹ́ yìí.
Yomi sílẹ̀ ní Yomi sọ pé second slide Yomi náà ti sọ kínní yẹn náà tẹ́lẹ̀ ní pé petition àwọn they did not do anything about it. So bọ̀dá Yomi wọn náà wọ́n ní the public lawyer bọ̀dá Yomi sọ the last time tí mo join panelist wọn tó gbé petition àwọn ọ̀sìn kankan nípa.
wọ́n sọ lẹ́yìn ní press conference bẹ̀tẹ̀ ọkọ̀ sọ fún àwọn ọkọ̀ fún animal details ìgbọ́n táwọn fẹ́ ṣe ni ó dá bẹ́ẹ̀ náà irú suggestion báyìí náà ní káwọn náà máa mú wá because táwa bá tútù lọ sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe sí ìyẹn àtúmọ̀ ìgbésẹ̀ tí àwọn ọmọ yìí tún máa lọ gbé because either the two àwọn méjèèjì nǹkan ní wọn ló fẹ́ wọ̀.
oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ni wọ́n ń gbà yọ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ni wọ́n ń gbà yọ tí ìgbà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe máa ní kó lọ sọ settle out of case. Imagine báwo ni adájọ́ ṣe máa ní kó lọ settle out of court ṣé máa ń sọ orí ẹ̀ ní wàhálà títí wọn nìyẹn kí bóyá Yomi tú àdúrà.
adájọ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀
no bọ́dá mo wọ́n lè include nínú kéèsì yẹn.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ka fún false information Mr. Laki. Bí péjì sọ ẹ̀ ló fi ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀rí it is a game plan. Think about it. Okay, so it's a game plan. Shall you understand? But not every case in pé tọ́n bá bá Dàmọ́lá fún àwa lájú, Dàmọ́lá máa padà jẹ́wọ́. Shall you understand? Ó ní àwọn àdúrà yìí fẹ́ settle out of court. So adájọ́ ìgbà tó yẹ pé tó gbẹ́jọ́ wá ti sọ pé òun ò ṣẹjọ́ mọ́, dípò fẹ́ settle. So adájọ́ ní right láti sọ pé òkè dandan ó fẹ́ ṣẹjọ́. So ó ní ó fún wọn di February 19 pé nǹkan tó bá conclude sí kan wá sọ fóun. So tí àdúrà tó bá fi pé ara ṣe òun sì fẹ́ go ahead pẹ̀lú wọn, òun fẹ́ go ahead pẹ̀lú wọn, ìgbà yẹn la ẹjọ́ yẹn continue. However, ìyá Mohbad náà ti fi style sọ wípé kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ kí ló ń jẹ́ Dàmọ́lá kó ṣe public apology tẹ́lẹ̀ pé àwọn wá ní ẹ̀ kó má ṣe public apology mọ̀ pé òun lòun ṣe nǹkan yẹn. So ibi tí Mr. Yomi mo tẹ̀ láì game tó tún play ibi tí Mr. Yomi á ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọlé gangan lélẹ̀ tí Mr. Yomi á ṣe ní ọ̀rọ̀ láti sọ pé òkè kéèsì tèmi gangan mo lè fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe understand pé mo lè fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì tèmi gangan báyìí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí mo ní ìdílé Dàmọ́lá tí wọ́n fẹ́ pa kéèsì yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ tó wọ́n pè tí wọ́n bá fa gbùrú Dàmọ́lá máa jẹ́wọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
You understand? Tó máa tó pé
fi cover àdúrà.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi cover àdúrà ni. So gbogbo ìyẹn náà mo ti rò tẹ́lẹ̀ pé pọ́sì kan dé lónìí kan change case yẹn mọ́ pé ok mi ìṣẹ́jọ́ mọ́ ká settle out of court. Ó ṣáà ti lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Ó gbẹ́jọ́ lọ ṣèbí Yomi ló lẹ́jọ́.
Pé Chikabodi ti sáré smart issue yẹn tó ti leak out secret yẹn ó ló jẹ́ kí àdúrà sáré lọ gbé kọ́sáré lọ arrest Dàmọ́lá ńgbà yẹn ká ní pé Mr. Yomi gangan ló lọ kí ló ń jẹ tiẹ̀ àdúrà ká Mr. Yomi ló lọ gbé tọ́jọ́ wà ní ẹjọ́ nísìnyí Dàmọ́lá náà máa yọjú.
Ẹ má pè ní àdúrà ẹ pè ní àpàlàmbá.
Ẹ bá ń gbé kid boss sókè mi lè gbé
sílẹ̀. So nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn gan nìyẹn. So mo dẹ̀ tún gbọ́ pé African TV ti lọ bá ọba Èkìtì nítorí kéèsì náà. So mi mọ̀ how true is that?
All right.
Bọ́dá láti. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Ṣé ibi tó ń gbé kéèsì yẹn lọ ṣé wọ́dà Ọ̀gbọ̀ngbò station náà ń pè àbí? Ọ̀gọ̀ǹbọ̀ ṣé ẹ̀ríjọ́ tí bọ̀dá Yomi kọ́kọ́ ṣe láwọn anti-justice Anita Bella àti Tèmi yẹn wọ́n play voice message láàrin wọn jọ ẹ̀ ó dà ọlọ́pàá kan wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá kan wà ń bẹ̀ tó ń ṣáìdì wọn tí ibi tó ti ń play voice message tí máa yẹn send fún wọn tó wọ́n play between themselves lóru wọn máa yẹn sọ pé tí Mr. Yomi bá wá sáàdò òun máa arrest Mr. Yomi ṣòye yín ẹ ti mọ̀ pé ibi tó ti ń ṣe gbogbo everything polisi wà ń bẹ̀ tó ṣáìdì wọn tó stand by them tí wọn jẹ́ kí justice jáde ṣòye yín so ibi tó ti ń play voice message yìí lóru ní 2 o'clock ni mò ń gbọ́ between themselves náà wọ́n á rẹ́rìn wọ́n tí wọ́n ní lọ́ọ̀yà òṣì láàrin wọn tó ń plan bó ṣe máa ṣe everything tó bá yẹ pé fídíò yẹn kì í ṣe fídíò òótọ́ ni wọ́n á ti sùn Dàmọ́lá láti ilẹ̀ bàtà ti mọ̀ pé òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú fídíò yẹn wọ́n tètè ń bẹ ọmọ yẹn tó tètè close kínní ànídé ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ àwọn tó ń gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn káàkiri òun ni kíná Ìyábọ̀ Òjó pẹ̀lú àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà wọn tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Ẹni tó jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n bàbá Mohbad gan-an àkọ́bí àwọn bàbá Mohbad wọ́n interview màmá yẹn lọ́wọ́ lẹ́kìtì bàbá ní kílódé tó pàpàrí àdó tó bá wíṣ láti school lọ.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín jàre.
Ṣé ohun tí mo sọ yẹn pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá wà ń bẹ̀ tó dúró tì wọ́n tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n jẹ́ kọ́rọ̀ yìí kó come out with the voice message tó ń play níjọ́sí. Wọ́n mọ tó ń ṣe somebody is behind them who stand for them. Tó bá yẹ pé tó ẹ pé bí yẹn.
That is the beauty of Nigeria. Those of you are from tourism, Nigeria.
African TV, let me ask Mama one question quickly. Ǹjẹ́ tá a bá sọ fún màmá pé iṣan lè wá ṣèkó ká wá bá wa dúró ta lọ́ba, kọ́ lè jíjà lọ́ba, kọ́ lè ṣe gbogbo ọgbọ́n ká ní kọ́ ṣe.
Ìjẹ́ ìpìtẹ̀ fún màmá, wọ́n níṣẹ́ lè lọ ṣèkó kẹ́ lọ jókòó ti àbúrò yín sódà ẹ lè máa mójútó nǹkan tó ń ṣe kẹ́ máa fún nímọ̀ràn.
Ibẹ̀ náà ni mo yà ọkọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣègùn ọ̀dọ̀ mi. Ìgbà tó yẹ pé àti ìgbòkó sójú kan ó lè ti pọ̀ jù èmi ti wá sínú ilé ibẹ̀ ni mo wà tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ẹ ti gbọ́.
Màmá tó lè béèrè ìbéèrè kan lọ́wọ́ ní kíákíá.
Àwọn ti lọ bá ọba ìlú yẹn. Ọba ìlú yẹn dẹ̀ ti lọ máa ọba ìlú wọn. Ọlọ́ máa take action lórí kéèsì Mohbad.
Wọ́n ṣe ń lọ mi bí àti bí mo wéde o mo ṣe bá wọn lọ nìyẹn ní ibẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ yẹn ó kú wọn bá.
She was at the police command. I think that press conference of 26 people. She was there. Somebody was asking about those pictures a few days ago. Asking who is this woman? Who is this woman? I remember she was one of the people in that picture.
Okay, yes, I was going to ask you that question.
I'm going to explain to you. Paparano Chair, Supreme. Sent me on an errand. I have delivered. I didn't send you African TV. Please, I didn't say you. The people publicly. Paparano, you're not that special.
African TV.
Yes.
African TV. Let me ask Mama one question, please.
Well, you question too.
African TV, please. Let me ask Mama one question.
African TV. Jẹ́ kí flow yẹn máa lò ní ṣé ẹ kọjú ni. Ṣé ẹ kọjú ni?
Ẹ yọ fọ́ mi tí kò ní
àkọjú mi tí bèrè.
Mama ẹ pẹ́ fún wa. Àdáyé àdálẹ́. Ìgbélé ti wà. Ẹ ti dàgbà rárá. Ẹ bá wọn tẹ̀lé wọn ẹ fi kún ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ìgbélé wọn ti yí wọn pẹ̀ dáadáa. Mama ẹ wá gbọ́ mi.
Olórí ẹbí.
Màmá ṣe gbọ́ mi. Tábà fẹ́ fi yín sí ipò tá a ti tábà fẹ́ fi yín sí ipò bàbá Mohbad ń sìn. Wípé ká fi yín wá ìdájọ́ òdodo fún ìmọ́lẹ̀ fún ìlérí Olúwa. Ẹ̀yin la wá fẹ́ máa wípé kí a bá pe ìjà kí a bá pe àwọn tó pààyàn gangan lẹ́jọ́. Màmá ṣe jọ fún wa lẹ́jọ́ afẹ́ mú àbúrò.
Make sense. Ìyá kọ́sẹ̀ gbé lọ síta ká má lọ báyà ká má lọ pààyàn níyà sí ìṣòlè mi.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ fún ẹni kí sáyẹn náà. Àwí ṣe yóò wọ́n ìrọ́pò. Wọ́n sábà trust wọn abẹ́fẹ́ yín jẹ́.
Ọba ìlú yẹn tó ti lọ bá ti wà iná fún bàbá ẹnìkan náà interview yẹn kò make sense.
Ẹ bá mi ò tẹjọ.
Àwọn tó ń bí ìwúmọ̀ yìí kò ṣe ọ̀dọ̀ ni wọ́n máa sọ láwọn gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ tó tẹ̀ sórí ìrìn àfẹ́ báyìí. Sọ́tọ́ ní pé ìwúmọ̀ yìí ní dàtọ̀ sí tí àbúkí bàbá ọgbà ìjọba fún ní ọ̀dà. Báyìí ní dàtọ̀ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ni wọ́n ti pé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ Yorùbá táwọn fẹ́ gbà gbogbo fáwọn náà. Àwọn àlọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ìlú bá gbọ́n ẹ̀ táwọn fún akúsí ẹ̀. Sọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ fún fámìlì wọn tí bàbá ọmọ àdìgbò gbogbo dáwọn olóògùn dáwọn pẹ̀lú ogun tó ṣe. Wọ́n máa gbá ìwé yẹn tó ṣe ọ̀dà jíìmù. Ọ̀nù òṣèlú gbogbo lọ́kàn láwọn wà ẹ̀dùkítẹ̀sì. Sọ̀rọ̀ wá sí pé tó bá bá yín sọ̀tọ̀ ẹ̀ tí wàá pe àwọn fámìlì bá pé sẹ́yìn bá tó wáyé tó máa dá olùgbé kan tó bá sọ pé àwọn tó fẹ́ ń gbà onígbà kan yìí wọ́n fi ṣẹ́gun títà tó bá sọ fún wọn. Tó fi gbọ́dọ̀ yá gbé òṣùwọ̀n lẹ́nu. Nítorí pé láti fi ewu ìwò pè níyẹn. Ìkọ́ bàtà ti pín táwọn lù wáyé òkúta ní ìfìyòmí kó wá bá àwọn ṣèkẹ́tì omi ti táwọn lù. Àpapọ̀ àwọn ti jábọ́. And they now went to Ekiti. So we go on láti gbogbo olórí ìwọ̀n pé ẹni wà lè kíkọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ make sense ọ̀rọ̀ yín make sense o because wọ́n ló lọ bá wọn sign. Ẹ na bàbá máa finish wọn.
Bàbá máa sọ fún wọn pé kọ́mọ̀dà tó kú ọ̀gbọ́n ìkówójọ náà wá. Ọ̀dẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti tó ti gbọ́. Ẹ̀yin wà pé kí ẹ̀rọ bá pọ̀lọ̀ pọ̀ wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbúyà yẹ tí bàbá pọ̀lọ̀ pọ̀ wọn náà wọ́n máa pọ̀ wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbúyà yẹ. Ibi tí wọ́n ti gbòòrò nìyẹn. Àwọn ìṣègùn wọn kàn láwọn kàwé ni wọ́n gbé.
Ń bọ̀.
Latin.
Yes.
Kí ló ń ṣe àwọn people yìí? Why are they crying more than the bereaved? Do they have to go to Ekiti? Ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ pé woman yìí lè fáwọn permission láti proceed pẹ̀lú kéèsì without bàbá fún bá ti ní?
Ẹ fẹ́ bá bàbá ṣe, wọn ò fẹ́ bá bàbá ṣe, ẹ fẹ́ jà fún justice.
Yomi is already fighting for public. So what is this people? Ó dàn pé wọ́n wá nǹkan tó ń wá ojú nǹkan tó ń dàn pé nǹkan mìíràn wá ní dèké. Especially African TV.
Mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó African TV fẹ́ gbà by force by.
Olè ọlọ́ṣà. Àbíkọ́ náà ṣe máa ń pè kí daylight robbery láì gbébọn. Gbogbo wọn tó kọ́ fẹ́ ṣe tẹ́ẹ̀mọ̀ ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe foundation lábẹ́. Foundation kan máa ṣe tán àti rí owó. That is what they are doing. If not, they will not be going this far. Kí ni problem wọn? Wọ́n jẹ́ pa wọn tí wọ́n náà tó bá mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe foundation.
All right.
This is going too far.
Bàbá máa jáṣẹ́ màmá yẹn wọ́n máa bàbá máa jáṣẹ́ bí bọ̀dà Kúnlé ṣe sọ ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa lọ. Bàbá máa jáṣẹ́ wọn, bàbá máa jáṣẹ́ wọn.
Ó ti ṣó pé wọ́n desperate. Wọ́n mean pé they are not really fighting for Mohbad. They are fighting for their own purpose and pocket. Especially olórí gbàgbọ́ bíi Andy yẹn. Orí ẹ̀ tó dàbí orí tó fi ń ṣe búrẹ́dì.
No, ẹ má bọ̀ Andy.
Máa bú.
Ẹ má bù níbi.
Máa bú.
Ẹ̀mí ní kẹ́ má bù ẹ lọ bú lọ́hùn. Àwọn òǹbù lọ ń bí báyìí. Bàbá.
Mohbad mo sọ, Mohbad. Kí ẹ fún Mohbad láṣẹ.
Àbíkọ́ bá gbọ́jáde lónìí, àbíkọ́ bá yà sí, àbíkọ́ bá ro ẹgbẹ́ bá kàn mọ̀ nípa ọkú rẹ̀. Tẹ́ sàṣẹ̀rán kan wí alẹ́.
Ìyá Ìbàdàn, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo ń lọ.
Àwọn wo ló lọ Èkìtì bọ̀dá láti àwọn wo náà ń ṣe tàbíf ìyá wo náà ń ṣe tàbíf. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyá ẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ sí bàbá Mohbad ṣẹ́ bí wọn ni.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyá Mohbad, ẹ̀gbọ́n bàbá Mohbad ń bọ̀. Hello. Now. Amúwà dáadáa.
Mo ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti jẹ ẹjọ́ yìí. Ẹ wo ṣe rí nǹkan tá à ń bàdúrà sọ nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run má ṣèyàn lọ́mọ ìyá Musa. Mo wo láìpẹ́ yẹn láti lẹ̀. Gbogbo àṣà tí àyẹ̀ ń dáhùn kò sí nǹkan tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ against bàbá Mohbad. Wọ́n rò pé bóyá àwọn máa bá ìyá ọ̀tọ̀ ọ̀nà tó máa bá lẹ́nu ìyá yẹn. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí àyẹ̀ ń sọ pátápátá tó fi ń fún wọn lésì. Kọ̀ǹfàmù ni ìyá yẹn ò sọ̀rọ̀ against bàbá. Ìyá yẹn gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bèèrè. Ìyá was like pé láéláé tó máa sọ pé ìwà jọ́sìn kò ń ṣe bí ti Joseph. Kọ́tà ń sọ nìyẹn ọlọ́mọ ṣèyàn lọ́mọ ìyá Musa ní àdúrà àti Mohbad. Ọlọ́run aṣáájú wa.
TV Kenny, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ta ló fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Èmi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ dára. Jẹ́jẹ́ sáré sọ ìyá Zainab bóyá ẹ lè sọ ọmọ Israel àti Sinẹ́. Ṣé rí kéèsì Mohbad ẹni àrífín ọba jẹ́ ògbọ́n?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gẹ́gẹ́ wọn.
Ṣé rí ẹ̀bẹ̀ mú yìí wá títí? Ẹ má jẹ́ kó fọ̀rọ̀ bò mọ́lẹ̀. Odùmọ̀sù sọ pé kó fóun ní 9 million. Tó bá fóun ní 9 million òun ò ní gbé kéèsì tó wà lọ́wọ́ òun sílẹ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ ẹ̀rù bí tàtú bára wa. So kéèsì kan spíkà àwọn búkì ló sọ lánàá. Ohun tó ń bò máa bẹ́ nìyẹn tó jẹ́ àgbọ́. Ìfẹ́ láti Sinẹ́ ṣe bọ́ sọ fún mi ìwá látilẹ̀. Wípé Odùmọ̀sù ò lè ṣe Odùmọ̀sù nice. Ṣé bó Odùmọ̀sù mọ̀ pa àwọn public là ń dáwó? Ṣé bó jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé owó oníwò níyọ̀ ni? Ṣé yẹ kó Odùmọ̀sù sọ àwọn fáìlì
lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ náà ní fẹ́
àwọn fáìlì wà lọ́wọ́ Odùmọ̀sù tí ó gbé.
Lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ náà ní fẹ́ filẹ̀ nítorí pé òun náà ti rí pé owó wà lẹ̀. Òun náà ti rí pé owó wà lẹ̀ náà. Àwọn wọn á fẹ́ fún ọ lọ́tọ̀ yẹn.
So Mr. Lati never lọ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe DNA test. Odùmọ̀sù ló di gbogbo fáìlì yẹn lọ́wọ́. Ó ní tó ọba fún òun ní 9 million òun ò ní dúlẹ̀. Sanchi tó dẹ̀ ní right àti fójúmọ́ because nígbà tó ń sọ kò sẹ́ni tó wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ àìmọye fáìlì kan ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ṣé rí ibi tó tún gbé wa dé torí Ọlọ́run ọ̀ndájí ṣé rí ibi tó tún gbé wa lé. Wọ́n wá lè sọ síta. Wọ́n àti búkì kò wá sọ. Bàbá ń ṣe íńtábìlì àjọjọ kílé tí bàbá ò ṣe sọ fún wa pé Odùmọ̀sù ńkọ́ ó ti gbóhùn sí góò pé káwọn lọ wá 9 million lẹ́ o.
Hold on.
Túká ṣìgì lánàá.
kò sí nǹkan tó ti solution under the law. Tó bá kó dání kó má kó sílẹ̀, wọ́n lọ gba fìyàtì lórí gbogbo nǹkan tó kó dání rẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n á fún Chitu ní another one. Ó di yẹn mọ́mí wa tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbàgbé yẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan tó kó dání yẹn ó máa gẹ̀rẹ̀ àmọ́ lọ́wọ́ yìí. Oníkan tó lọ́sìn yẹn ṣe kọ̀ tẹ́ẹ̀sì lásán ní lọ́ọ̀ náà máa dùgbà lóyè padà. Ìròyìn ẹgbàgbé lórí yẹn.
All right. Ọ̀gá o. Ọ̀gá gan ni o.
Nígbà tí mo bá dùkú, the Ogoga is the paramount king, right? Àwọn méjì mi máa lẹ́gùn wọn, but àwọn méjì lọ bá méjì ló wà nílùú Kẹrẹ. Olúkẹrẹ wà. From what we have seen today, it was shown live and direct. Ogoga is the paramount king of Ikere Ekiti land. That is the highest king on the land.
So Yaba ìdọ̀tẹ́ ti sọ ọ̀kẹ́ mi máa lọ.
Kò sí wàhálà ẹ̀gbọ́n àbòsí làwọn yẹn bá lọ sí Èkìtì ọlọ́mọdé wọn tó wọn jáàmù kan tó padà sékòó. Ohun tó fẹ́ fi ta bàbá Mohbad bọ́ta náà ń wá. Wọ́n rò pé báwọn ṣe ń ta fi ìyá yẹn máa sọ̀kan tó máa èkéèsì bàbá Mohbad. Táwọn máa post tiẹ̀. Irú conference kan tó ṣe lónìí lọ́dọ̀ ìyá mi.
Kí la fẹ́ gé nínú gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀? Kí la fẹ́ gé?
Kí lédè. Gbogbo wọn kí lé tí wọn kóra wọn lọ síbẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣàfẹ́ máa dá ṣe. Kò dẹ̀ sọ́gà bíi kan. Kò sí ọ̀gá bíi kan ẹ̀ lè fokú Mohbad kan máa fi pawó torí Mohbad ò ń ṣe mákẹ́tà. Kí ló dé? Àyẹn jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀. Gbọ́dọ̀ Yomi Fabiyi tó ń ṣe gan. Ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré gan ló máa lead wa débi tó ti tó wà. Tọ́mọ kékeré yẹn náà bá tún dìde máa tún gbógun ọ̀tẹ̀ máa tún gbógun mọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ sinmi agbájá. Justice for Mohbad kẹ́ fi bàbá ń bàbá lọ́rùn lẹ̀. Nígbà tẹ́ ń wá pé kọ́ gbé Mohbad wá sékìtì kọ̀ wá rò. Ṣẹ́yìn lẹ fẹ́ lọ gbókù Mohbad ní mọ́ṣúárì láti gbé lọ sékìtì because I don't understand. Láìkí bàbá ẹ̀ fẹ́ bá bàbá ṣe rí bàbá yẹn bíi pé kó fàn pẹtísàn. Pẹtísàn kan ni Yomi Fabiyi ló ráìtì tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí. Wọ́n tún mú Yomi Fabiyi tó yẹ kó kọ̀ǹpléyà. Wọ́n tún sọ di sọ́ọ̀sì wo. Africa TV ọlọ́run akọyin yọ ìjọ òun náà ṣe ń bẹ̀yìn àti lady comfort parí ìjà ẹ̀dí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ rádaràdà ọlọ́run aṣàánú yín bóyá orí yín tó tẹ̀ ní òtí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ nílà ká ìgàn kò yé èèyàn.
Fatima.
Mo dákẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn ní olójẹ́ mútu o tẹ́ bá rẹ̀ mọ̀ pé sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Fatima.
La fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní ká dúró nínà.
Adimode ti bèrè pé ta ló fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lọ èmi ń lọ nínú ẹ tètè sọ̀rọ̀.
Ok Jerry ọ lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọba ìlú bàbá Mohbad ìyẹn ti wà enough ọ̀dọ̀ màmá kan lọ yẹn kò make sense. Kí ni màmá yẹn fẹ́ ṣe fún bàbá Mohbad? Kó lọ jókòó ti bàbá Mohbad.
Ẹ fẹ́ bá bàbá ṣe ẹ dẹ̀ fẹ́ jà fún justice.
Exactly. Ọ̀dọ̀ ọba ìka ti lọ that should be enough. Kọ́ba yẹn dá sí. So that should be enough.
Bá mọ̀ pé mi ìfẹ́ bá bàbá yẹn ṣe máa rọra fi justice ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ mi ní dé.
Exactly. Ẹ̀gbọ́n family gan lọ bá yẹn kò lè
ojú òkè
pé kọ́ lọ sí Mohbad ọ ti lu gbogbo ọ ti yọ gbogbo ọkọ fẹ́ yọ lára ẹ̀ kọ́ lọ sí kọ́jọ́ kọ́mọ yẹn lọ sinmi.
All right.
Okay, mi fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn gbogbo ikọ́ ń bá kiri yẹn kò make sense. Kí ọba yẹn la ní ìdìbò bá wa dá sí.
Ọba ní the right person to help ẹjọ ṣọba ní the right place tó yẹ kí wọ́n lọ ni.
Yẹ ó yẹ kí
ọba kọ́ ló yẹ kó lọ.
ẹ ṣì wà pa wọ́n lọ sọ́dọ̀.
Ọba yẹn kí ló tí wọ́n ṣe lọ sáàbù ìjà wọ́n mú látòkè.
Ọba yẹn á lè pe àwọn tèkó ó dábọ̀ ṣe pọ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ ọba yẹn.
That's èmi lọ fún ní appointment. Èyí kábíyèsí yẹn fún ní appointment pé kó wá coincidentally ló class ló dàbẹ̀ ní.
Yeah, he has to have
African TV yẹn present. African TV yẹn present ní first world press conference tá a ṣe ní.
No, I'm not saying about the first conference. I'm talking about today because we announced.
Bóyá wọ́n ní lọ fún wọn ní appointment òní òdàpọ̀ ní lápẹ́.
Gbogbo àwọn chief all the chiefs all the chiefs were present.
Yeah, I was there. Nashebi, I was there with you.
So he did not for any date. I was there. Yeah. So you know, he ran down with me. And
the stress was too much for me. That was why I asked.
Yeah.
Because so, 3 phones at the same time recording.
So he did not for any date. Unfortunately and unfortunately. Wá jẹ́ firing for one cylinder. Yomi ṣe tiẹ̀, African TV ṣe tiẹ̀.
Even I didn't even plan the show I did today.
Ìyá Mohbad náà ṣe ti yín láàárọ̀. Ìyá Mohbad náà tún jáde náà lénìí.
Ti ìyá Mohbad yẹn ló bá dìjú, mo ti record yẹn lọ.
Ìyẹn mo fẹ́ gbọ́, gbogbo ilé tó kù mo ti gbọ́. Ti ìyá Mohbad yẹn mo fẹ́ gbọ́ báyìí.
Wèrè ni ìyá Mohbad kò gbádùn rárá.
Ọgbà ni woman yẹn. If you have the recording, Papariano, with your permission, shall you?
But there is one thing Iya Mohbad said. Iya Mohbad said they should not nobody should contribute any money to Baba's team. That they are just collecting our money. Yeah, she said it many times. Yeah.
But we don't trust Iya Mohbad now. She's not the right person to tell us.
Yeah, Iya Mohbad knows that it's our downfall. We are not going to contribute to her.
The last person tó bá sọ owó fún wa la máa Mohbad a lè gbọ́ sí lẹ́nu.
Ìyá Mohbad kẹ̀ báwọn tẹ̀lé jẹ́ ẹni kó gbẹnu sàn.
Kọ́ tó ṣe Mohbad fún wa ìyẹn la fẹ́ gbọ́.
They are both the same now. Don't be one-sided.
No. Baba is better than Mohbad. Baba is
Ìyá Mohbad ò ṣe the right thing.
Hold on now.
Papariano, let me analyze what you just said. Chairman, let me analyze what you just said. Let me analyze it. You said Baba is better than Mama. How?
Yes. Okay. Baba is better than Mama Mohbad because at least Baba Mohbad is working with some members of the public and calling out for justice for his son. Even trying to do some certain things. For example, look at the DNA, right? Baba Mohbad is still trying best to see that DNA is confirmed. But Mama Mohbad, he want Mohbad to be reburied. DNA Mama Mohbad doesn't care. Okay, Mohbad property, she doesn't care. She's fully with Wunmi. The fact that Mama Mohbad is supporting Wunmi shows that Baba is better than her. Do you agree?
It's okay. Yeah, it's
all right,
okay.
let's move on.
I think you can face your family issues. Did I bring my family issues?
No, it's okay. No. Yes, it's we clarify.
No distraction. Let's just
don't
focus what we are doing.
No, we answer questions.
Conversation.
Don't leave the conversation. Let them type whatever they want to type. Don't respond.
Yeah, exactly. Don't respond to the comment section. Just focus on the real issue. The real issue that
ẹjọ mo kí gbogbo lé o.
Ilé ń kí ẹ o.
Yeah, Papariano. Èmi tí mò ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. London ni mo ti ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ń wò pé the time has come láti change gbogbo àwọn tó súnmọ́ bàbá. Because màmá tí wọ́n lọ interview yẹn wọ́n ní pé ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn ni ó ní bọ̀dá kan tó ń pè ní bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn òun àti bàbá Mohbad náà jùjọ mú wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní the same day bàbá yẹn ó sì ń dùn mí bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn ó sì ń dùn mí pé bọ̀dá yẹn ò sí pẹ̀lú bàbá mọ́ àwọn ilé yìí náà lè sọ òótọ́ pẹ̀lú màmá yìí tó bá lè mú wọn wá tó sọ̀ráǹdì Baba Mohbad, we will get justice sharp. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ ni tó mú wọn wá tó mú Baba Mohbad wọ̀. Ìlíkì ló máa ń pè Aládé sọ mí lórúkọ ẹ̀. Orí èmi tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, mo mọ Baba Mohbad sí going to 40 years. Ìgbà tó mú wọn wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àdúgbò wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ló mú wọn wá lọ́kẹ́ owó. Now, ṣẹ́rí bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn ìyẹn mọ Baba Mohbad dáadáa bọ̀ tó wá ń dùn mí wípé bọ̀dá yẹn ń sọ àwọn òótọ́ kan nígbà yẹn nígbà tó wà ní pláfọ̀mù Kìjẹsẹ̀ nígbà yẹn ó sọ àwọn òótọ́ kan jáde wọ́n kàn wá ń dùn mí ọ̀tì náà ó kàn pọ̀ sí bọ̀dá yẹn ni away from him orú bọ̀dá yẹn ó yẹ kó lọ wá anywhere tó bá wà ó yẹ kó wà pẹ̀lú Baba Mohbad because this person I know he cannot deceive Baba Mohbad he will always tell him the truth àwọn tó sọgbà ṣe ní bàbá yẹn wọ́n ti handicap ẹ̀ wọ́n ti cage ẹ̀ so àwọn tó dẹ̀ lè lose ẹ̀ lórí àwọn màmá yìí orú màmá tó bá wá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sí I think that woman will be able to let's say 70 years old. And ọmọ yẹn kedere, I don't think at this level.
Ẹ jọ ṣe ẹ mọ Dayọ̀.
Kẹ́ni Dayọ̀ yẹn, mo mọ bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn. Kò yé yín, mo mọ bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn because gbogbo wa a jọ ṣe kékeré ládùúgbò ni. Orú bàbá Mohbad ń sìn.
Ẹ mọ bẹ́ẹ̀
ṣe lè
jẹ́ ní nọ́mbà o. Jẹ́ ká bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀.
Now, ṣe rí nọ́mbà bàbá yẹn. Màá try láti get it because ẹni tó mú bàbá Mohbad wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹni tó mú bàbá Mohbad wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ọmú ẹ̀. Àjìjọ wà ní London bí báyìí ni. Tí n bá pè yẹn, ó yẹ kí yẹn lè bá mi get nọ́mbà bọ̀dá Dayọ̀. So that ìwọ gbogbo ló yẹ kó súnmọ́ bàbá Mohbad. Tí yẹn bá ti súnmọ́ bàbá Mohbad, ẹ gbàgbé èyí tó kù kékeré ni. Nǹkan tí mo kàn ní kí n sọ nìyẹn. A ní ìdáwọn èèyàn gidi tó máa wà pẹ̀lú bàbá yẹn. So that they will be able to tell you the truth. Gbogbo àwọn fámù ìwà ti ẹ̀rà yẹn ìyẹn ti lọ báyìí.
Àwọn Bukky Jesse, àwọn Gurex kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
We need another people. Tí màmá yẹn ló bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe béèrè pé ṣó lè wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti wà pẹ̀lú bàbá Mohbad tó bá lè wá ẹ gbàgbé. Àwọn yẹn they will be able to tell him to his face pé báyìí nǹkan gbèsè báyìí ló yẹ kó gbé nǹkan báyìí ló yẹ kó. Bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn I so much strongly believe in him. Ẹ má worry, màá get number ẹ̀.
Thank you so much. And don't forget, Bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn, he was the first to say that Baba was informed by Blessing that Mohbad has died. Yes.
Olóògbé wa débẹ̀ pé àìbá gbàgbé bàbá mọ̀
ṣe wá rí bọ̀dá yẹn sùn. Wọ́n kick it away from Baba Mohbad.
They kick him away.
Only don't say he didn't know. Blessing called him. That guy was very emphatic.
I love that man. That Dayọ̀. Hey.
Blessing called him. Don't mind him. Only Blessing called him. Blessing informed him. Blessing called him. Very emphatic. Yes. Ìjọ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yìn hàn sí gbogbo wa pé is that true? You see, I look at this woman too. This woman, gbogbo kan tí mo ìbámu ló máa spill out. He won't spare anybody. He will spill everything.
He won't spare anybody. Exactly.
He will spill everything out.
Kéde wá rí o, mo bá ìtura kéré.
Bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn.
Bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn. Tẹ bá rí ẹ̀ eléyìí ò ràn anybody. He will tell you to in fact ṣẹ́rí èmi tó wá fẹ́ sọ wọn ṣẹ́rí bàbá tó mú bàbá Mohbad wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó bá gbé máa yẹn sì wà láyé ni.
Ẹ jọ ẹyin tí àkáǹtì yìí ṣe dédé ẹ máa mute o chairman tẹ bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
Ṣẹ́rí tó bá gbé bàbá yẹn wà láyé ni gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń fèsì yá ní fèsì yẹ because that man is blunt person very blunt. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pé kíkọ̀ mú bàbá yẹn lọ ni. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń fèsì yá ní fèsì rárá. Bọ̀ mo mọ ẹgbẹ́ bọ̀dá Dayọ̀ yẹn o. Tá bá lè reconnect bọ̀dá yẹn ẹ gbàgbé. I will try and get his number anyhow. I will try and get it.
Kayode, can I make an input?
Yes, mo gbọ́ yín.
Papariano, how are you? Everybody, good evening. Dayọ̀ has never left Baba Mohbad. If anything happens to Baba Mohbad, Dayọ̀ will be one of the first to know.
But
Dayọ̀
is not close to him.
Hold on.
He's not close to him.
Please,
like
please,
family.
Please.
Okay,
let me have my say. Dayọ̀ is very diplomatic. Nǹkan tó bá pè sí kò ń ná ẹnu sí. He has his own family. Eventually bí kò tọrọ jẹ. So I know Dayọ̀, and Dayọ̀ is not far from Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad is a grown man. He makes his own decision. Dayọ̀, they are both the same age. They came to Lagos together. So getting Dayọ̀ and what's his name? They are close also. The guy who had an accident. What's it? Gorexi. They are both mechanics. Gorexi has a standard mechanic shop. So getting Dayọ̀ to be close. You see, there's a limit you can envisage or pressurize a grown-up man. Dayo is a very diplomatic man. He won't do more than he's asked to do, and he knows his boundary. So, Mr. Kayode, please.
He won't cry more than the bereaved.
Well, I'm not saying that. Dayo will not cry more than the bereaved. It's when you are almost late, tí ò mọ Mohbad, don't cash out energy. Chairman, please. It's when you are almost late, ẹlẹ́nu gbọ̀rọ̀, don't cash out, tí ò mọ Mohbad. Dayo knows Mohbad. Mohbad knows Dayo. Dayo will mind his
on this platform, Tabati ní Rasaki àti Benita ń sọ, ní Rasaki.
Rasaki Alamala. So, Dayo. Sorry, Kayode, you made me
Jerry, about a year ago, I made the effort and we reached out to Baba Mohbad and some other people. Jerry Baba useless Rasaki. Olódàkẹ́sì yẹn rú. Tó lọ mention orúkọ àwọn èèyàn lórí social media, orúkọ àwọn tí ò fẹ́ tàbẹ́ kó jáde ń bẹ̀. Àwọn dẹ̀dá Rasaki ò ní problem just for Mohbad. A ti sọ kíní láti April last year. Pé ká lé Gùrẹ́sì àti Rasaki kán lé wọn wọgbó. Àwọn ló wà láwọn ìṣẹ́lẹ̀ sání nínú just for Mohbad. I still have all the recorded kiri tí mo ṣe gbogbo meeting tá a ṣe gbogbo. I have all the everything. Gbogbo ìbá wa Mohbad sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ní gbogbo information yẹn dání. Tá ti make effort yẹn. Àwọn ilé lọ dàrú tó gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn critical thinker tí wọ́n lọ da gbogbo ẹ̀rú pé àwọn kan wọ́n lọ bá bàbá lẹ́yìn. Àwọn náà kí ni ìyẹn bá tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sè. Mo ní every a year ago láti make effort yẹn pé ẹ̀yẹ ká gbé kiri sọ́dọ̀ public pé public ló ń ṣe kéèsì yìí. Wọ́n da gbogbo ẹ̀rú nǹkan tó tẹ́ ní wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ní a year ago òun ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìnyí.
Papariano, please, I want to ask Papariano a question. Everybody, please, just a minute. Papariano, can you believe it? Pet Cash, a critical thinker. Do you buy that? Pet Cash, a critical thinker. What do they call themselves? Can you imagine that justice for Mohbad has gone to the portal? If Pet Cash is a member of critical thinker.
Buy your
no, it's just podcast. Can you imagine?
Ekale, everybody. God bless you. On this note of discussion, I want to still bring to your notice there is still one person we are not putting in consideration who happens to be Baba Mohbad, direct younger cousin. That guy is a serious member of this justice, but he doesn't come out. Only one or two people get to know him, and I was privileged to meet him on this movement. I think we should put him into consideration because the guy is really finding it difficult. As of last year, I was on a meeting, a 4 to 5 way call with him and few other people, and he was complaining that Gurexi does not let anyone, even him being Baba Mohbad cousin, come close to Baba. In fact, the guy has to sneak to meet Baba in church. He has to sneak to meet Baba in church on Sunday. That's the only way he can be able to talk to Baba. That this is what the public are saying, and this is what they want you to do. If not, Gurexi will shun him, and that case will not go anywhere. Baba will not respond. So, what about Sukomi? Mr. Kayode, can you help us get Sukomi? Sukomi, who is it to Baba Mohbad? How close are they blood? Is their blood relative to Baba Mohbad? And how can Sukomi come public this time around? No more fear. Nothing will happen to Sukomi if he come and join the true seekers or well-wishers of Mohbad. Nothing will happen to him. Let him come and help us. If that guy can come on social media openly. I think everybody we get to know him, and Baba, if being his blood relative, we can make him find a way to make him close.
That's
to
Sukomi,
Baba,
where is he
instead
living?
of that Mr. Dayo, since Dayo is Guru best friend, we cannot trust him anymore.
That's Sukomi.
Anyone that is close to Guru
Where does he
is
live?
best of the same feathers flock together. So what about Sukomi? Kilerisi Sukomi?
Where is he living?
I put it to the house.
Hello, I said that's Sukomi. Where is he living? Bolongde. Hello? Hello?
Mr. Kande, initially, one phone call for the Baba Mohbad. But presently, is staying there or not? That I'm not aware of.
Okay.
That came here sometimes ago, Papariano, that came to defend Baba concerning the GoFundMe. When we were stopping people from paying to GoFundMe, it was the one that came here. He came here twice. And he promised to come back, that we go and talk to Baba. He promised us that he will come back, and he never came back here.
Okay, I will do my findings. Am I worried?
His name is SKM Aloba on TikTok.
FK.
SKM Sukomi Aloba. SKM.
FKM Aloba. But Sukomi gbogbo lorúkọ ẹ̀.
Yes, Sukomi lorúkọ ẹ̀, but SKM ló ń lò lórí TikTok.
Okay.
He came here like about twice. Oh, they promised to pay. We go and talk to Baba and come back. But I just saw him everywhere defending Baba concerning the GoFundMe.
Madam Adenike, ṣé ẹ jẹ́ sọ pé nítorí fún yín, ẹ má drag Baba, ẹ má drag Mr. Aloba. It's not the problem.
Aloba is not the problem. But I will say
No, generally, no, just relax, calm down.
Yeah, I'm relaxing.
Nǹkan tí mo kàn ń sọ ni pé, nǹkan tí mo ń sọ ni pé, ṣé ẹ ráwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdí Baba yẹn ni problem?
Exactly. Uncle, hold on. You said I want to surround Baba. Is Baba a baby?
No, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Understand it. Let me tell you something. Ẹ ká máa wo kìíní psychologically when you are doing something. Ẹ má kàn jẹ́ ká máa throw ẹ̀ bó ṣe wá. Tábàdí ká máa attack ẹ̀ bó ṣe wá, a máa attack the wrong person. Àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdí Baba yẹn lápò, I have the message mo send Baba yẹn ní May last year. Pé Baba, if you want justice for your child, one, individual cannot win the government. Two, if you want justice for your child, àwọn tó stay àwọn yẹn burúkú bá surround there, wọ́n máa da gbogbo kìíní ẹ̀rú ni. And that's what we have been facing for the past year and a half. So, a soft pedal lórí attacking that man because the man òun ló mọ nǹkan tó ń go through. But the people around him, àwọn yẹn ni problem. They are the problem. Mr. Aloba ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀tí ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ẹgbẹ́ ìyá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ náà ó ní Jòsí òkè ń parọ́ ó ní bọ́dọ̀ bá ṣe rí ló ṣe máa sọ èmi àmọ̀ yẹn ẹ̀ lè rí mi kí n máa bú kí n sọ̀ sí máa yẹn láyé àwùjọ
the prince
no matter never ní sọ̀rọ̀ báyẹn
the prince let me tell you
because èmi understand tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ọmọ Èkìtì ni mí mo mọ kẹrẹ dáadáa mo dẹ̀ mọ ọba kẹrẹ mo mọ nǹkan tí mo ń sọ.
I heard what you said, but I have my own reason. Mama might not know Baba Mohbad of 2024 or 2025. Sherry, báwo ni ṣe máa pàwọ́ yìí náà? Kò kí torí pé kò tí ì ṣẹlẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo wa. We all love Baba, we love Mohbad. Tá a bá love Baba, tá a love family Mohbad, ní jáde ká máa ṣe nǹkan tá à ń ṣe for the past 1 year. But èmi ti ní one-on-one conversation with Baba. So èmi mọ orí èèyàn sí Baba jẹ́. Mama might know Baba in the past, Baba ò kì í parọ́, but not what is happening now. Some situations that you find yourself, you have to lie. You have no choice.
Like the way you lie.
Irọ́ is part of life. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jù ni.
Like the way you
but
lie.
But ẹ bá sọ pé Baba ò kì í parọ́. But if you want to advocate for people not talking about Baba.
Èmi náà ní wọ́n conversation with that man. Èmi ní wọ́n conversation with Mr. Aloba. Okay.
If you want people to stop talking about Baba, you have to advocate for Mohbad's mom, Wunmi, Adura, and all of them. All of them are guilty of what happened to Mohbad. I'm not saying they were there. I'm not saying they were the one that fired that guy. But they have been pushing us right, back, left, and center for the 1 year. So when we see something about Baba, we have to talk about it. It's not part of it. And Baba